Good morning. Hello, everybody, happy Friday. Welcome to the weekend, man. Yeah, baby. Tonight, friends, we're flying jets. Bring out the jets, as we're here in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024, and we're going to the Ramble. Yes, we're going to fly around the Alps, taking off here out of a place called Oberpfaffenhofen. Balls, I had it earlier. Oberpfaffenhofen, or something like that, right? It sounds like a lovely place. We're going to be starting off as we approach into the Alps, try and, keep it between the mountains, and a bit of an old jolly, you see. We're here with the iniBuilds T-33, the Shooting Star, or the T-Bird. Some history behind this bit of kit. So they started designing this back in 1943. What? Right? Jet engines and all sorts of crazy stuff, and iniBuilds have done a tremendous job with this aircraft. The T-33 jet trainer, there's over 6,500 of these built in the States, also built in Canada, and they were used throughout the world, mainly for jet training, but some of them also saw combat. So it'll be interesting now to see how we get on with this, But anyway, how the devil are you? How was your day? It's Friday, we don't care. We don't. Right. So I was up late last night anyway, and for reasons I'll explain in a moment. Right, so I built the shelf. Well, you can't see it, but it's a I built this shelf, right? Well, you still can't really see it, but look, it's a shelf. There's things, move your head, there's things now on a shelf, right? Which is grand, I thought. Fantastic. If you're on the vertical, I just showed them. Anyway, that one was grand, but I had two of them, you see, and a second one. So I said to myself, right, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to clear out all the paraphernalia underneath the TV, and I'm going to mount this other shelf. So anyway, 3 o'clock this morning, I was watching my good old pal, well, I was actually chatting to Super Ty as well, right? We were with the Compass Club, on in the background, right? Captain Arash, and he was admiring Shadows of the Sim, right? The break did him good, but I knocked over everything. Wires went everywhere. I found plugs I didn't even know were plugged in, right? And when I put it in, right, I broke four things. I broke a cable, I broke an adapter, I broke a holder for me Stream Deck, the Elgato stuff, right? And I broke a nozzle off one of the wing gadgets. Now the good news is I fixed everything or replaced it, right? With the replacements arriving next week. And then I said, where am I going to put this shagging shelf? So great idea. So it's now living behind me. I'll get out of the way, look. Greta shag off. It now lives here, look. Ooh. Yeah, we can't see it, Murphy, but it's there, right? And then I have a new fancy, well, you see it in a while, but I have a new fancy model holder. If you look very carefully into this frame, you'll see an A400. The big lump of white and black plastic is the model stand, manufactured by PlayStation. But it's grand, right? And now, right, that's what I got up to over the last couple. I do stupid things. But also, good news, friends, because I managed to plug the switch with the Ethernet cable and the high, and it's... Jesus. What's going on? It's now... Which, it's now all plugged into the gadget behind me, and the streaming PC and the gaming PC both have 5 gigs of download speed. Yes, it's very fast internet. So now I'm the only one left that's slow. Everything else in here is relatively fast now. So right. You know, Cat 6A is the jazz. You know what I mean? So it's all set up. Great news, right? Loads of things have been done. And a PlayStation installed as well for the crack. And I had to wire that as well. That's never coming out of that corner. That's never, like, just Jesus then. But anyway, that's the story. Do you know, I was flat out busy today. Right? But tonight, friends, for the next few hours, whatever was kind of impacting you on your week, be it good, be it bad, whatever it was, forget about it. You see, for the next few hours, all of that's gone now. Yes. Now we have to live with the imminent dangers of flying jets. Some say I can really fly these at all and I crash all the time. That'd be an accurate kind of statement, but we'll give it a shot anyway. We'll try. Sure, isn't trying half the battle, you know? So, looking forward to this. And I've already seen a ton of aircraft loaded up here already. Anything from friggin' F-14s, MB339s. I saw an F-15. I saw a Harrier. I saw an intruder. Someone's flying an intruder. There's aircraft all over this shot, which is brilliant. So, looking forward to this one. We haven't done jets in quite some time. So, very much looking forward to tonight's run. So, we're on the ground here in Echo Delta Mike Oscar. And we're going to be live in the Southeast Asian server. We're also using JoinFS and Skynet if you'd like to join along. Typhoons as well. And a Jag. There's Jags and everything. You wouldn't believe your luck. But anyway, you're all most welcome in. And sure, listen, we'll do our 2-minute introduction. I've had to make a couple of allowances, you know. It used to be a minute. Then we got up to about 1:30, you know. 1:45 there for a while. 2 minutes, right? Start the clock. CP65 is here. Good to see you. Vacuum, welcome aboard. Fierce Wolf, looking fierce. And Wolfie, welcome aboard. The inverted one, Mrs. TPHI, rambles aboard. Good to see you. Frozen Gamer, good evening. Danish Mossman. He's related to Moshman. He's fighting. Good to see you. Retriever Neil is here. Welcome back, buddy. Sarah Doman, happy Friday. Spitfire Oriev 100 is here in the chat. Happy Friday, man. Eamon 1973, good to see you, man. Dazza T Arab. Asher, how are you, Dazza? With his new fancy synaptic synergy. What was it called? Big fancy gadget over the... Right. Beautiful. Good to see you, Dazza. It must get hot in that thing. Shuffle Shoes shuffles in. Edge H. John Liptorius is here. Muse fan bursts in the door with a fighter helmet. He says how he is his man jokes. Happy Friday, all. It's good to see you, Muse. Cassius Maximus is here. Super Ty. Sup? Jesus then, Super Ty. We were up late last night. Commander Balosh, welcome aboard. Cassius Jefferson, the man, myth and legend. He just is. Is Jefferson here? Echo Charlie, good to see you. There's our route. Now, that's the funniest route I've ever got to read out in my life. We start off at EDMO, then it's over to LOWI, then it's LOWZ. Then it's over to Logo, LOXA, LOGI, then LOGI, then it's LOXZ, LOKW. Right, it gets interesting after that. In fact, it gets shagged after that. But we don't mind. I told you. Mac Vision is here. Malky, good to see you. Martin K is in the house. Viper Strike, welcome aboard. Hope you're well, buddy. Thank you for 5 in a row. 98 Vulcan is here. Welcome in. Sunjammer's in the house. Velo, good evening. Sim Guy, good to see you. Creo, hello to Mio. Hope you're well, buddy. Filthy, he burst through the door playing Aaron Tippin. It's Friday. Happy Friday, man. Resonate, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. Steiny is here. Welcome aboard. Hope all is well, Steiny. Schutz, happy Friday. Toto 24.95, cranking up the Toto. Happy Friday to you. Blinky, thank you for your 10 in a row. Kanzui is here. Welcome aboard, man. Rookie Pilot, happy Friday. Swap 21, Ula. Hope you're well, buddy. Hey, Crotty is here. Jesus, there's buttons. Black Sheep Gene is at it again, look. Jesus. We'll get to that in a second because it's gone freaking nuts. Kanzui says, do you think fish ever get thirsty? It's something I've never actually questioned at all in my years of roaming this earth. Do fish get thirsty? What? It's an important question. Yes. We need to ask these questions. Jesus. Dougal McTavish, the chairman. Good to see you, Dougal. Welcome aboard. Hayden is in the house. Welcome in. What's up? Photos by Kev. He says a H3 and roller coasters are bad. What were you thinking? Good to see you, Kev. Oh, Jesus, there's buttons all over the place. What's going on? Goblin Zeus, good evening. Sunjammer says good morning. The Resistons have acquired boom. Brilliant. Jesus.
Swing it, baby.
What's going on? Jack Wings, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. Sir Camsalat. AJH, brother from another mother from Angoshlan Nua. Say that 10 times backwards. The Limbics, welcome in. Is Murph coming out to the doghouse? Yes. You actually went there trying to pronounce it. Awesome work. Right. Oberpfaffenhofen. I'll get that checking name yet. Wait. Oberpfaffenhofen. Right. Brilliant. Oh, right. Hear it. Some say the man is fluent in moron. Right, over here, look. Apache, good to see you. Retriever Neil, have a beer. Yes. Piper, 201. 5 months. No, 8 months. 8 months, man. Thank you very much indeed. Frozen Gamer, thank you for your 15 streams in a row. If anyone asks, this was for research. Yes, research. You all are witnesses of this research. Yes. Mr. 90, hello. That ended abruptly. Oh, Jesus, will you keep the music go? Jesus, I'm after breaking it.
Hello there.
The whole thing is shagged. Wait now. We could do one of these. Ooh, right. CP65, better than yesterday, right? Death's Angel is here. Stu Snape, good evening. Bald spot detection. Wished, will you? Jesus. Larry, good to see you, Larry. Who else come in the door here now? I hope iniBuilds got the T-33 right if they've been designing it since 1943, right? This is a class machine. Zard is here, good to see you. Olsen, welcome aboard. Crafty Tigers, thank you for your 10 months, man. Jesus, the support tonight, lads. Thank you very, very much indeed. Tilly Flyer, good evening from Tilly Cultry. Welcome aboard. Piku is here. It happens. I broke a Cat 5 cable while moving the desk. Jesus. Patrick Doyle, happy Friday. He says, I'm particularly happy today because I'm going on my Holliards tomorrow. Brilliant. Where are you going? Is it going to be nice there? Turd Ferguson, welcome aboard. Hope you're well. It's Friday. Do you know what I mean? It's supposed to be all, fighter jets. Just think of the beach volleyball scene in Top Gun. I mean, that's what really goes on. I was an extra in that. You may have seen me between the scenes. I was dressed up as a palm tree. Oh yeah, I know. Many autographs were never signed. But anyway, Steiny says, I can just imagine 5 random cables and 5 random holes across the wall, pictured in about a minute or two. You want to see the state of it? Is it shocking? But it's grand. I took a page out of Mr. Chippy's book. You can't see anything. Right? If you look behind it, you'll see everything, but you can't see anything. It's brilliant. But yes, right, over here, look. Gonna need some tunage for this. Indeed, we are. We need to give us on. Where's this now? Typhoonage. Oh, yeah. Turd says, the T-33 has problems with the throttle. What's it doing? Dougal McTavish says, I haven't flown the MB339 in forever. I'm afraid to. It'll be grand, Dougal. Just sit back and think of Ireland. Echo 19 is in the house. Tyler, happy Friday to you, my guy. Hope you're well. That man makes incredible sounds. Tyler, can you make any... have you like a book of sounds, of different things that just, release them all, will you? Stop making us wait. Update our sounds. Right, where's this now? More strange music. Crafty Tiger said, I've had a great day touring the local aviation museum and taking in the photos and sharing some with Discord. Nice. The Router, good to see you. Where's this now? You really broke all that in one afternoon. One night? When we finished the stream last night. So from 10:15. What was that? From 10:15 my time till friggin' 4 o'clock this morning. Jesus. Burning the candle at all ends. Where's this now? Soaring AJ. AJH, man. What are you up to now, lads? About a minute in, are we? Where's this now? Idle cut. Jesus. There's buttons going on. YouTube is absolutely on fire tonight. Who's in charge? Idle cut off, Cambridge calling. Hello from Tipperary. Hope you're well. The bearded pilot, good to see you. Adam Controls is here. Be on your best behaviour, Murph. We're able to rewind now. Oh, wait. That's a brand new thing. You can rewind things, you know. If I make a mistake. I don't make mistakes. They're happy accidents. But yes, Adam, good to see you, buddy. Energize is in the house. I managed to find a Guinness. Cheers. Valorant added. Oh, Valorant's added. They did it again. Shuts gifting 5 tier 1 subs. Thank you very much indeed, Shuts. Lads, if you got a tier 1 sub by Shuts, do be sure to say thank you. And then Valorant jumped on the bandwagon. Well done, Valorant. AO Attack, good to see you. Norse Viking is here. Natco, welcome aboard. Where are we at now? Test Pilot is in the house. He subscribed with Prime for 43 months. Thank you very, very much indeed, Test Pilot. Good to see you, buddy. Where's this now? Sir Camsalot, Jesus! 320 streams in a row. I have to get out more. 320! Bloody hell. Nighthawk, good to see you. I'm here, but it's really hot. July hot. Not October coldness. Really? It would be grand. Monaster Evan. Patrick, you're going on holidays to Monaster Evan. Right. Well, I suppose there's a road into Monaster Evan and there's a road out of Monaster Evan. There's also a canal and a corner shop and a garage. And you're going to have a great... I hear it's great this time of the year. Great this time of the year. Right. Goodness sake, good to see you. 2 dogs, good evening. 1 Flyer is in the house. Where's this now? How are you, Murph, Mr. Two-Tone and all? Hope all as well. Murph, you got things, put them together, put things on them, then you break them, then you fix them, then it doesn't matter if it takes forever. We'll be put together, fixed, about how long does it take. Listen, it's grand. Makes total sense. An extra what? Who? Listen, an extra star, you know. Murph with his shirt off. Wait, what? Get a good long hard mental image of that now, lads. That'll bring water to your dry eyes, right? Mr. Dan is here. Good to see you. Where's this now? I'm mightily tired. I done 6,200 steps, barely leaving the office for 15 minutes, 2 days in a row, and then today I was on site. Was a good week, but I'm tired. Good to see you, Mr. Dan. It only takes 4 months between recording and editing and integrating. And testing. Really? Jesus. Dougal says, first flight on a curved screen. I'm seasick even on the ground. Brilliant. That's fantastic. Also, Murph, I ordered the thing we were on about. Ooh, nice. Nice. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. It was about time. Wait, what? Photos by Kev says when? Gar Gaming is here. Hello to Galway from Tipperary. Hope you're well. Why on earth would you want to see me twice? Dougal, that's my point exactly. You're right. Rewind. Pause. It's like George Hook. Pause. Rewind. My bits with my Gurk's bits. I'd fallen in love. Remember George Hook? Poor old devil. But anyway, 10 euros is here. Good to see you. Max Stallion, welcome in. Filthy says, when you make a mistake, it never happens. Liptorius, anyone going to the National Football League game in Dublin? National Football League? Is that like the American football? American football. That's on Sunday. We won't have a clue what we're looking at. There's a whole lot of fellas betting head off each other. Oh, yeah. Right. Brilliant. Is it 1 hop and 2 solos? If we keep rewinding, Murph, do we see him with hair? It's the Venice of Ireland. It is, Patrick, yeah. It is Venice, yeah. Belthorian, welcome aboard. Good to see you, buddy. Where's this now? If we rewind back to 2004, well, Jesus, then Muse Van, that's a dirty dig, huh? That's a dirty dig now. I wasn't even turned around yet, and there he was, backstabbing. Muttley, good to see you. I love flying the T-33 because my dad flew an F-80 in the Air Force. No way. That's awesome. Nighthawk says the XB1 Boom Supersonic and the T-38 Talon are part of the PlayStation 5 release. I believe so, yes. Black Ice Gabe is here with a Tier 3. Jesus, 50 months. Gabe, 50. Thank you very, very much indeed. How are you, me old buddy? How's the college going, Gabe? Are you well? Mrs. TPHI, she's subscribed for 7 months. Thank you very much. Jesus, it's like rugby. Yeah. There's a pink jet That'd be Mr. TPHI. Murph, can you remember if you have the Demos F5? I do. Listen, I've installed every single military aircraft that I own that's a jet. So the only way... There's two things that'll make a mess of it. One is good old-fashioned model matching. And two, if you have a livery I don't have. We can name them, but like I have the F-14, the F-15, the F-16, the F-18, the F-35, the F-117. We have the MB-339, the 346. We have the Tornado. We have the Hawk. We have the T-33. What else? They're all there. The whole shag and shebang of them, right? So we shouldn't get caught out tonight. The Jag is there. The Raphael is there. The Typhoon is there. The LOWZ, right? If you don't have the Horton 229, I didn't install the Horton. That's the only one I didn't do, right? Where is it now? Mr. Dan Sim won't load. Jesus, Americans dress like... Wait now. Americans dress like tanks to play a simple game. Take off the armour, throw them into the GAA game. I used to think the same, Gabe, and then I got into a conversation with an American football player when I was in America. And, well, put it this way. He could have ended my life just by looking at me, right? They're, like, insanely big and strong. And like, imagine if you didn't have them, should they be killed? Stone dead, sure. Do you know? But anyway, Petrolhead is here. Good to see you, buddy. Right, we're nearly there now. 1 minute and 50 seconds. We're flying it tonight. Oh, Jesus, look at this. Monty, good evening. Norcal Sar is in the house. Welcome aboard. The Theory Master G-Clef, welcome aboard. Hope you're well. Northland Air, good evening. Hope all is well, buddy. Who's this now? Ledger Stee, welcome in. A very good evening from the Netherlands. Yes, good evening from Tipperary. Welcome. I don't know whose accent that was. I know. What's hello in Dutch? Hello. Brilliant. Michael Sweeney, good to see you. Nick Clements is here. Welcome aboard. Mrs. TPHI is over on YouTube. Visualize, good to see you. JP is in the house. Dave Cleary, legend Dave. Welcome back, Dave. Goose, Uniform Goose. Happy Friday, buddy. Justin Burton, good to see you. Plain World is here. Welcome in. Zappel, welcome aboard. Angels15 is in the house. Kubi, Montana. Good to see you, buddy. Flight Sim Max, good to see you, Max. Devil Kid is here. God, I love my job. I get to watch it while getting paid. Brilliant. Philip Turner, good to see you, Phil. Roland Stone is here. Ragged Donkey. Black Sheep Jean, who's stalking. Thank you very much indeed for your $10 donation. Cheers, man. Super Ty was over there. It was 10 p.m. my time. Meanwhile, it was 2 a.m. your time, Mr. All right. Fair enough. It was still late. Leo, good to see you. House of Balthorian is there as well. Welcome in again. Where is this now? Zappel is in the house. 80s vibe in the audio. We have some audio for tonight, indeed. Sourdough Man, he pressed the wrong button with a $20 donation. The man is insane. Thank you very much indeed. Cheers, buddy. Is there any reverses on that T-33? No, Dave, there's not. Wayne Butler, good to see you. Hello from Donnelly's Hollow. Would you go way out of that? Donnelly's Hollow, that's from the Curragh. Good to see you, Wayne. Cloud Strider's in the house. Welcome aboard. Look, Jimmy Pab became a member to Flight Crew. Thank you very, very much indeed. Insane support there, lads. Thank you very much. Newfoundland is here. Welcome aboard. Now the weekend starts, I'm telling you. Joel is here. Welcome in, Joel. Hope you're well. Belthorian then subscribed to Prime. You absolute ledge. Thank you very much indeed. Where is this now? How do you forget the Vulcan? I have the Vulcan. Yeah, I have the Vulcan. You know, I would put the Vulcan in as a fighter jet, but it's there, yes. T-45 is there as well, yes. It's a no flight plan on Discord. There is. It's hidden. I'll show you where it is. Where is this now? I wish someone would make an English Electric Lightning for 2024. Ooh, nice. There's one of them, and there is someone making one of those. Let me see. Yannick is here. Good evening from Germany. Good evening from Tipperary. Hope you're well. Sean Connery, says Neil. Sean Connery. Murphy from the Wee Man. Hi, Murphy. Linny. Hello to Linny and all of Linny's people. Good evening. You're very welcome. Is it Oren? Is Oren here? Welcome in. Where is this now? There's one on the go. Who's on the go? Right, come on. We'll get started now. Someone stop the clock. Yeah. Buttons. Right, now. Here we go. Jeez, it's kind of warm in here, isn't it? Right, hang on. Right, now, that worked. Yes, it's Oren. Brilliant. It's going to be very loud in my headset. Now, let's have a quick look. Stu Snape says, turn moving maps on Navigraph completely shags me PC performance. Stu, if you're using Navigraph and that's shagging your performance, you have a setting in your NVIDIA, right? Chaos Theory, good to see you. Watching from Bray. Welcome in, buddy. If you're using Navigraph and you have NVIDIA, it's probably set to something running in the background, right? So you need to kind of... Yeah, 4070. So go into your NVIDIA control panel, go into the Navigraph, pull up the Navigraph program, and then horse it up to maximum performance. That will fix the problem. That'll fix the problem, all right? Delivery, yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? We're getting sounds left, right, and centre. This is absolutely bananas. Right, now, before we go any further, flight plan location. Here's Discord. On Discord, if you come on down here to where it has Flight Sim, click on Flight Sim and go down to where it has flight logs. It's a thread. And inside here, you'll find all our flight plans, as you will with screenshots, weather reports, and all the jazz, right? So that's where it is. If you're looking for a flight plan, that's where the flight plans are. Or indeed, you just click the link on the announcements page, all right? So that's where they live. Next up, let's have a look at Navigraph. Goosh. So this is what the flight plan looks like when you load it in. It's slightly different. Gregor, if it's locked, make sure you're still a cadet. Make sure you have the cadet role. If you don't have the cadet role, you need to go back and click on the gadget. You have to be a cadet, so go back up to welcome, click the shamrock, and then that'll do it. Yeah. Right. So with the flight plan or the route in our chat here, they are the same waypoints, but the actual flight plan, we cover a few more because we're going to be kind of cutting across country, in through valleys, all sorts of mad stuff, right? So that's kind of what it's looking like. We're going to be starting here in Germany, then it's down into Austria, and it's just going to be terribly nice. We're going to finish this one all the way over in Italy, down near the... relatively down, close enough to the lakes, but it's all mountainous regionus maximus, and you know us, we could take a wrong turn. You wouldn't know your luck, all right? So we're currently rocking things on live weather, and this is our T-33, and as I say, iniBuilds made this one. It's an absolute cracker, and it's just so much fun to fly. So much fun to fly. The biggest challenge with this aircraft is its fuel management. Energy management as well, but fuel more so. This thing has a very unique fuel system. Multiple fuel tanks that feed directly into the center tank, and then the center tank feeds the engines, right? But what could happen here, if you don't manage the fuel correctly, you could run out of fuel in your center tank, you'd flame out, and you've no way of restarting until you pump the fuel back into the center tank. So it's just mad. You have tip tanks, but you need, like, your central tank or the fuselage tank, that's the main one. That's the live one. All the other fuel tanks don't have a direct line to the engine. They have to go back into the main center fuel tank or the fuselage tank. So we just need to remember that. And it burns fuel quickly, right? Remember to take a left turn at Albuquerque, right? Balthorian, I bought the Jurassic Park scenery from Orbex this week. It's really good. Yeah, it's very good, man. Very, very good. So already we can see a ton of aircraft. We've F-14s, F-15s, there's a Eurofighter, T-33s, there's a Mirage over there, Hawks, MB-339s. This is going to be wonderful. I see an F-35, I see a Harrier on the ramp, more F-35s. What else do we have? Anything? The F-16 over there. There's a Huey. Huey! There's a Jag. Right? So plenty of other aircraft around us. There's an F-15. No, I also have... I've installed like the MiGs and the flankers, and there's a pink jet. Who's that poor devil with the livery? Robbie Bass, you poor old devil. You're in a livery, not supported. What's that? An F-22? That's an F-22 with the livery shagged. And then, of course, we've got a number of Hawks here as well. Now, looking at the weather, it is kind of dull-ish. But we'll wait till we get... Do you hear the sounds? Wait till we get kind of airborne up and running, and we'll see how we get on from there, right? If you've never done a group flight with us before, don't worry, just jump in. We're on the Southeast Asian server. If you've never done multiplayer before, just type into the chat, this is all one word, ! How to multiplayer. That'll give you the details on how to join a group flight. And don't worry about making mistakes. I will make plenty, don't you worry, all right? So in addition to all of that, friends, well, we're also rocking one of these. Why did that stop working? Ah, one of those. And but what we have here, friends, is our Garmin pilot. And what we're able to track here is, of course, yes, it's our main route, but we'll also get some information when it comes to our synthetic vision and also some controls here as well. So we're going to be following this with Garmin Pilot and with Navigraph, the two of them working in tandem. I'm using the NG webpage rather than the app. Got the app now, seems better. Got some tinkering to do over the weekend. Oh yeah, Jesus, yeah, 100%. Try the app, and if you have an L tablet or something, Stu, it's brilliant. Do you know? Right, so that sound is absolutely nuts. So this aircraft, it's currently in a cold and dark setup, right? And we need to spend a bit of time just configuring it for a flight, all right? Let me know if you want us to change the weather. As I said, it's live right at the moment. It's relatively calm. It's just there's a bit of cloud here. So we'll see what the story is. Do you think you'll continue using the Garmin after the trial? Probably will, Resin. Yeah, probably will. Right, so we're going to reset this camera view because we need to step inside the... Oh, it's very dark. Hang on, I'm going to change that weather straight away. Time of day, it's around 3 o'clock. Turn off live weather there for a minute. And we'll just run on this. But it's nice and calm and lovely. At least we can see what's happening, lads. Fair enough? So we need to hop out and remove our before flight. So what we have on the aircraft, we have our chocks. Parking brake is already set inside. We also have the our exhaust covers. We're fitted with rockets. And what else do we have? We have our gear pins. Let's see what happens here, friends. We have our pitot tubes. And I think we're good. Engine intakes, they all come off at the back. Yeah, that's us good. Look at the style of this airplane. Isn't it gorgeous? It's so old. Dr. Notham, good to see you. I will be flying in VR. Nice, Jimmy, nice. See the tail of this aircraft. This is what makes it most striking for me, right? The tail of the... Look at your man there. Who's that mad Egypt? Mike Fear, you devil. The tail of this, it's like something that you'd expect to see on the back of a friggin' fighter, isn't it? As in, you know... Now Spitfire or even a B-17. It's the sort of shape. It's not the most, you know. You see, that was the latest tech at the time when they were building these aircraft. Do you know what I mean? So that's what they were kind of up against. So it's a very striking livery with this one. The German Air Force operated these as well. And they were used all over the world. Absolutely gorgeous. So that's our walk around done. Back inside. And we just want to set up the aircraft for a couple of things. So there are two very important click spots on the aircraft, right? If you zoom in here, you'll see where there's a nut. A nut is there, and that brings up your little EFB. And if there's a second nut just here over your glide slope capture, and that'll change it into a fully modern cockpit if you want to go the modern route with some fancy avionics. All right, so there are your two main click spots with this. Patrick is here. Good to see you. Keen Lafford, welcome in. Good to see you, guys. A very happy Friday. So we have some options over here. The payload, none, rockets or bombs, flare dispenser if you want, luggage pod if you want, and then the ladder. I'm going to remove the ladder. Good luck to you. And we're going to go into our tablet because we need to add some fuel into this machine. All right, so let's have a quick look here. So we currently have 50% fuel on board. We're going to top that up to about 85%. 85%. We're going to load that into the aircraft. We're going to be heavy, but we're going to be okay. Now, some familiarization before we get going. Looking onto the main panel here, all sorts of cool stuff and stuff that makes us like, wait, what? So we have mainly navigation. We have our engine RPM. We have exhaust temperature. We have hydraulic pressure, fuel. This gadget down here, this guy, the most important of the dials and, you know, gauges. This is your fuel burn, right? Remember what I told you about the center tank. You will get a red light if your fuel reserve is low. That's to remind the pilot, oh, Jesus, I better turn on the fuel pump and put more fuel in there. Me hand, right? Moving down and across, nothing too much to worry about here. Oxygen is there. We have our aileron booster not modelled. Your landing light switch is over here in the left corner beside your throttle. And you also have an air start igniter if you need it. On the far left, lower, these are your fuel. Tip tanks. The LE is your leading edge tanks, the wing tanks, and then you have your fuselage tank. This is your main tank. The fuselage in blue, this is the main one. So as we fly, we're going to be refilling the center tank from all these guys as we fly. That's how this works, all right? Big Carlo, thank you very much indeed. 40 months, man. Cheers. Renato says, how are you playing on 2024 on Xbox Series X? I'm not. This is on the PC, but it does work on the Series X, Renato. But yes. Right, what else do we have? Circuit breakers are there, no need to worry about those. Over on the right-hand side, we have a bit of stuff for communications, but most important is going to be that of our electrical panel. This is where we have our starter, ignition, battery generators, pitot heat, and some exterior lights as well. So what we're going to do, we start off at the very beginning, ensuring that the flap handle is up, the gear handle is down, and our parking brake is set. We'll turn on the battery. So, battery coming on. We're hearing many, many jets around us. So with our battery, we can close down our canopy. So we'll go half close. And we'll go full close. And then we pull the handle back. Canopy latch light has distinguished. And we're now looking good for a start. So what we're going to do, we're going to turn on our inverter. That'll put power into our gyro. Ignition switch to normal, right? And we're going to come up here. We have our engine stop start switch. Get our nav lights on. And we're going to engage the starter. We're going to be waiting for the RPM to be hitting at around 20%, and it'll just keep rambling up. Hermit something, good afternoon to Boston. Hope you're well, buddy. Hope you're well. Max Stallion, thank you very much, buddy. Lots of ridiculous amount of work has gone into this for the vertical stream. But as you can see, I'm using a Virpil. This is the Constellation Alpha sitting on the Warbird base. Well, you lot are to blame for that because, well, I think it was Dougal and Energizer who originally put me onto Virpil. We also had then the Mongoose over here on the left-hand side and have another panel over there. And then the rest is, well, stream decks and avionics and all the jazz. But loads of fun. Right, internal lights, put on some of these. That's looking good. And we're going to go for the starter. So click up once and click up twice. There we go. And we listen. Throttle's on idle. Slowly but surely, RPM is starting to drive. Oh man, the sounds. 100% Mr. Dan. And I'm okay with it.
Hello there.
Easy now. Rose Petals, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome in. 20%. Disengage the starter. Activate the generator. And now we sit. We got a good start. Verify over here on the left hand side. We can put our taxi lights on. Fuel main tank is working. Before we get going here, we're going to refill our main tank. This is how we test things, right? So we're looking at our main fuel indicator here. It's currently sitting at 80%, and we have a red light telling us our fuel reserve is low. This is where the aircraft will catch you out. We're now going to turn on fuel from the leading edge. Light is on, and we're going to see this needle start moving. Light has gone out, and it'll hold just shy of 100%. This is what we have to remember. Once you've filled it, you need to turn off that pump. If you don't turn off the pump from your tip tanks, the leading edge, or the wing, that fuel will be jettisoned. Out it goes, right? And that was a feature. The real airplane had that, right? Now, as I say, with this aircraft, iniBuilds, you actually get two variants of this airplane, different engine configurations. I've gone with the standard one. I'm still trying to learn the other one, right? But that's most important. Always remember, as soon as you top up your fuel, turn off that tank that fed your main tank. Otherwise, you'll just run out of fuel, all right? Yes, Mirandai, allow that. Do you make your flight plan on Navigraph? I use many different things for flight planning. I use Navigraph. Yes, it's excellent. I also do a small bit on Skyscanner, and most recently I've been doing quite a bit using Garmin Pilot because, well, this is real world stuff, and I enjoy seeing this. I enjoy seeing this in the real world because it gives us good ideas when it comes to whatchamacallit. It gives us good ideas when we want to compare things to what Navigraph is doing. You know what I mean? Now, simulator is not receiving. Hang on. Houston, we have a problem. Settings. Broadcast to local network. Uh-oh. Why isn't this working, lads? There we go. Jeez, I got it right. I was like, Murphy, you're after changing everything in your setup and now you have no way to track your airplane. What a muppet, right? Right, I think your sim crashed. It looks grainy. Where at, Baron? We should be live. There's our aircraft loaded in, and we're looking good there. Let us know if all is okay, lads. We should be okay. Right, now, quick test we need to do. So with fuel in the engine, we need to now bring the power up to 60%. You must do this incredibly slowly. Gentle does it. So, power coming in. In a box, man, good to see you. Slowly. Slowly. Easy now. And hold. Alright. That's stable. So that's all part of our initial checks, right? So controls are free, easy and correct. Ailerons up and down. Lovely job. Taxi light is already on. Off the brakes, bit of power here. Easy now. There's all our RPM making a roar. A roar, he say. A roar. Am I from Roscommon? Daniel Day, no. Slow throttle up, sounds like a 262. Yeah, but you're not far from that technology, Steiny. 1943 is when they started working on this thing. So, like, jet engines are so brand new. I mean, you're talking the ME 262 was pretty much that started all of this, you know? Mutt Dog, good to see you. I love what iniBuilds did here because you have the option of the clean modern, which would make sense if you're flying these things, right, for air shows and whatnot, or the old reliable classic. I think Bolivia were the last country to fly these, and they flew them up until 2017. They served for 44 years. Crazy stuff. It's also an absolute machine to try and turn. Trevor Neal had a CTD. I don't believe you. What aircraft were you flying in? Because I suspect the 2020 aircraft. When you're ready to tally ho, tally ho. We've literally got inside a Hawk. Interesting. Jeez, look at all the aircraft here. Now I suspect the sim is going to be under all sorts of no, there's no APU on this. The sim is going to be under all sorts of pressure trying to work out everyone's sounds, so it may not be the nice... Jesus, lads, I wouldn't want to be sharing a bed with you. You'd have us on the ground. Look! Jesus! Can you not see me or something? Yeah, right? Right, we shall sit tight. Not the flaps coming in. Oh, who brought the Vulcan? And there's a Fuga there, of course. When yous are ready, start taking off, because that'll make things a little bit easier for everyone else on the ground, right? What we'll do, lads, just circle the airspace, head up as far as Munich, maybe. Just kind of give yourself a fairly wide berth, and you're in East Galway near Tipperary, so Daniel, come on yourself. Off they go. There goes a Jag. So F-14s, F-15s rolling there. Look at that. Jesus. The sounds are going to be friggin' nuts. Daring Daz, welcome in. Alright, easy now. So as I said, yeah, it's if there's problems tonight, if we get CTDs, if things break, try not to worry. We've the whole night here, lads. So, you know, don't let it ruin your buzz, right? Look at the state of that Vulcan. Jeez, it's gorgeous, isn't it? Now, taking off on one of these puppies, they're not like you would think, you know, speed straight up and get out of it. If anyone's flown the Fuga, similar kind of stuff, right? We're going to accelerate to about 100 knots. Then we're going to take the weight off the nose gear and just kind of fly it on two wheels until we pick up speed. It'll want to fly itself. Then it's gear up, flaps in, and then we'll push. All right? So, sitting on the ramp, brakes on. We're going to advance the throttle now up to military power. Always keep an eye on this gadget down here, lads. That's vitally important. Keep an eye on your fuel. Landing light needs to come on. Yep, you devil. And we watch our RPM. 60. 70. 80, hold. 90. There's military power, off the brakes. And we're rolling. Airspeed live, 50 knots. 100 knots. 105, pressure off the nose wheel. Hold the angle. 120. 150. 160, we're airborne. Gear up. Flaps in. There's 200 knots and 2,500 feet a minute. Beautiful. There's the sounds. They might be under a bit of pressure. That boy Zach, welcome in, Zach. Thank you for your follow. Alright, get a bit of trim. The sim is just trying to figure out all the sounds. Easy now. So far so good. Keep an eye on your fuel. Right's okay. Left's okay.
Hello there.
Once we kind of spread out a bit more, the sounds kind of calm down. A lot of these aircraft use custom WI sounds, and yeah. Campaign, welcome in. Alright, that's a decent climb out. Just going to roll to the right slowly. Give ourselves a bit of spacing here. Jesus, who was that? There goes Olsen. Now, the speed in which we can achieve with this aircraft, it'd be around 300 knots, right? So we're going to bring our power back to about 85. Otherwise, you'll drink the fuel, right? Model matching seems to be working. It does. So nice gentle roll to the right here. Beautiful scenery this part of the world, lads. Absolutely gorgeous. Guys, look at the colour of the lakes, look. Amazing. So many aircraft. This is going to be a hell of a minute. Right. As we stabilise ourselves, Liam, I'm actually using my own reshade. So this is the default sim.
Hello there.
Which is, it's nice, right? And that's with the reshade that I'm using. It kind of just brings it up to, you know. But subscribing, who's this now? Mr. Elite, welcome in, Alex. Thank you very much. Right, lads. So, what we're going to do, if you're currently flying along on Xbox, press 1. If you're on the PC, press 2. 3 if you're using Join Invest or Skynet. 4 for everyone else. And then, Bijani, 5 if you're going to be flying Microsoft Flight Simulator on the PlayStation when it comes out in December. Hello, Fireflies. Welcome to the Flying Circus. We live stream Monday to Friday, 1900 Zulu time, right here. All right. So, looks like we're all airborne. So, at this... The sounds are under pressure. At this stage, we're going to try and trim ourselves out. Now, we do have a nice little trim indicator. Behave yourself, Sim. Over here, it'll show us if we need to go nose up or nose down. Right, so you see the light is on there now. It's asking us, hey, you need to trim down. Green light, you're at level trim. So these guys over here, well, they're showing you what the story is. Now, obviously, your power settings are going to change that. If you and this is true in any fixed-wing aircraft. You apply power, thrust, the aircraft has a tendency of nose up. Just what happens. When you take the thrust out of it, well, the nose will drop. So when you want to trim your aircraft, anyone who's done boating before, if you've never flown, right? When you know in a speedboat, you have to trim, right? It's very, very similar. In actual fact, and you might think I'm mad, and I am a bit, flying and sailing, in terms of how water is, they're very, very similar. There's a lot of similarities between them. Yes, of course, water is like infinitely more, you know, dense. But it's the same sort of thinking. We move through the air, we fly, very similar to what you would in water. Aircraft don't just sit static. They bob, they roll, they're constantly moving. Then you have things like thermals throwing us up and down. Thermals are kind of like swells that you get in the water. It's the same idea. They'll throw you up or they might pull you down. Granted, in the air, they're, a lot stronger. But, yeah, it's very interesting. Murph, can you check your throttle for me? Does it go into full throttle setting? Yes, it does. And if it doesn't, Dan, you just need to change the where the guard is. Neil says, Murph, you're a Vulcan to me. Live long and prosper. But I know what you're saying. I'm worried we could get a bit of a crash here because the sounds are under pressure, aren't they? Ah, Dougal! Ah, there's Dougal. Haven't seen you in that machine in a while, my friend. Gorgeous. Jeez, look at Larry go. Oh, the sounds are shagged. Let's see what happens, right? What game is this? This is Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. And yeah, the great news, lads, this is on the way to PlayStation. And what you're seeing here, this is all going well. The sort of experience you'll get on PlayStation in terms of flying military aircraft. Now, by default, and like the official support, there's no weapons, there's no combat with the simulator. Some third-party developers have a way. We're
going the wrong way.
We're not going the wrong way. I'm turning now. Look. Yes, I was going the wrong way, but it's grand, right? Let's head this way. So we're not going the wrong way, right? Wait now, am I going the wrong way? What's our first waypoint? Ah, Jesus. It's LOIK, I think. Right. Hang a right here, Merv. We're going to be entering down towards the Alps. Ooh. And then it's Innsbruck. And we're going to be landing in Innsbruck. But, yeah, the sounds, unfortunately, on this are shagged. Keep an eye on this fuel. I don't want to let it drop below 50%, so we'll keep an eye on it. And the reason why the sounds are under pressure, it's limitations that we currently have in multiplayer. There's not much we can do. We're waiting on Microsoft and Asobo to kind of really sort out multiplayer. We've only been waiting about 5 years, but but it'll eventually get there. And of course, the other challenges are if you're running aircraft from Flight Sim 2020, well, there's probably all sorts of compatibility issues. Is the MiG-21 available? It is. GKS is the developer of the MiG-21. They also do a fairly decent. What was the other one GKS did? They've done a few. Right, down on the left hand a little bit. And it's gas, right? When you're flying these sort of aircraft, it's the minutiae of inputs on your controls. It's easy to roll them, right? And throw them around the place. But, Jesus. But in order to keep that kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? To keep that kind of fidelity, it's very small little inputs all the time. Adjusting your trim, adjusting your power, that's what you want to be doing, Is the IPC Savannah in the game? IPC Savannah? No, don't think so. I'd love to go to Innsbruck. Seems like a lovely spot. It really does. I was there before, Keen. I thought the river was flowing up the mountain or up the hill, A2K Grippy says, I gotta ask, with how much money people spend on a flight sim setup, why not spend that money on flight training? It's a great question. And a lot of people do both. If you're doing real world flight training, just to get started off on that for, a PPL, which is a private pilot license. You can't even do that. You can't even fly commercially with that. It's depending on where you are in the world. It's anywhere between 10,000 and 15,000 euros, right? A flight simulator can drastically reduce the amount of time being spent getting training, because you can actually study the stuff at home. Now, not necessarily the aircraft handling, right? But definitely when it comes to navigation, understanding the weather, practicing immediate actions, or your emergency procedures, right? And ATC in the real world for a lot of pilots is a huge deal. The anxiety is absolutely massive, right? Me machines are under pressure and me camera's gone very slow. Right, it seems to be working again. So when it comes to using a flight simulator, it can drastically reduce that cost. However, the reality is this: unless you're going to go the commercial route, you're going to be flying, people all around the world, it's far cheaper, your investment into a flight simulator. That's what I've done, right? I mean, put it this way. For that 10,000 euro you're going to invest, or 15,000 euros you're going to invest just to get yourself trained, well, you invest 10 grand into your flight sim, you're going to have the best of everything. You're going to have, top tier equipment, from PCs, hardware, VR. You're going to have the whole lot. For 10 grand, you're going to have like something very, very special. And safety, and depending on where you are in the world, I mean, you'd want to be a special kind of an idiot to, injure yourself in your flight simulator. Well, you could fall off your chair, I suppose. Do you know what I mean? So, like, there's all of these things to consider. Plus, again, general aviation, especially, it's a way of life in America. It's definitely not a way of life in Ireland. It's a hobby. It's kind of the same in the UK, or bash your toe. Yeah. So, like, if training in Ireland, for example, and we have some incredible schools here, and it's highly advantageous to do your flight training in Ireland because, well, our weather is so crap. It's the perfect test bed for training pilots because you're constantly evaluating the weather, right? Whereby, you do your training in maybe the south of Spain or in South Africa, which is very popular. Poland now. Poland probably similar to here with the weather. But, like, you never get blue skies. You rarely get blue skies. You're constantly fighting the weather. You're trying to figure out contingency plans of what happens. You know what I mean? So we're about to enter into the Alps here. I'm kind of going the wrong way for the minute, but as I said, we're just going to ramble in and do this our own little way. Lima Oscar India Kilo is our first waypoint, LOIK. But if you're interested in getting into aviation, a flight sim, definitely the way to go. If you've no interest in doing your real world aviation, flight simming it's so much fun. I mean, what we have here with group flights is awesome, but also you're always learning. You're always learning. With us, it could be, we're learning the aircraft, we're learning history, we're learning navigation, right? We're always learning. And, Microsoft Flight Sim have done such an incredible job. Like, they hit a home run when you think about it. They've managed to model the entirety of planet Earth on a one-to-one scale. You can visit anywhere and look this good. It's awesome. Sam, you should consider getting mounts, leaving your stick on the desk. No, I could do that, Sam, but would you believe I've always kept them up high. I actually do have mounts to drop them lower. We're dancing between the mountains here. Look at this state of this. Not mention names. Some people don't like the history, right? If you want to be an airline pilot in the US, you need a minimum of 1,500 flight hours. It's around 100,000. Yeah. Like cadetships, that's if you go for a cadetship with an airline, like, there's a clause in it. If you don't complete your training, you have to buy yourself out. It's huge. But yeah, I've never heard anyone speak so highly of the miserable Irish weather, right? Goes Fury, good to see you. Nice that you mentioned South Africa. I'm currently doing an ATPL here. The weather is always great. Pretty tough to do some IR4 flying because we rarely get it, right? So Ghost, you're probably wearing, like, the welder's helmet so you can't see outside the plane. And that made me very ill. I wasn't able to deal with that at all. You know, I mean, it's whatever about, you know, you can't see outside, but when they give you the friggin' IFR masks or the visors, you've no depth perception. And yeah, you can get queasy for sure. But like, I don't know. I think there's always been an underestimate or a lack of, I don't say a lack of, but like being a pilot, a real world pilot, commercial pilot, you know, you hear kind of statements, oh, they're only glorified taxi drivers. Like, in order to stay current, in order to get all their hours each and every year, and they're battling against things that you and I don't need to worry about. They need to have a certain level of colour vision. They need to have a certain level of their own vision, right? And as pilots, because they fly so friggin' high, they don't have the same levels of protection we have down here, right? Their eyes will burn out quicker. It's a fact of life with pilots. They need their class, there's a class 1 or class 3, but they need their class 1 medical. And horror stories, a lot of new pilots, they might be into their career 3 or 4 years, and suddenly, well, no, they can't fly. Mad. They have an incredible job. Right, I'm gone totally wrong here, so we're turning right. Michael O'Leary did it, Patrick. It got him in trouble years ago. He got in savage trouble for saying it. Imagine coming back from holidays. Night Zep, welcome back from your holidays. I hope you had a great time, buddy. Great to see you, man. Happy Friday. Sim update 4 beta. Anyone else get this? I flew lots last week. Logbook 0 hours. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's never good, is it? That's never good. But I'd like to welcome you all in, guys. Hope you're having a great Friday. And if this is your first time checking out a stream, welcome in. We do this, as I said, we're streaming every day. It's a full-time job I do. And, well, job. I mean, I work, you know, but you lads don't believe that. You know what I mean? Off-scheduled descent, welcome in. But this is the flights that we do. Little bit different than most. You know, a lot of the guys would be flying the airliners. We don't really fly the airliners. We do every now and again. But the group flights, that's what this is all about. It's just a whole bunch of folks from all over the world. Think about that. You're sitting in your sitting room, in your bedroom, or your man cave, or you're waiting on the bus, whatever. We're all connected together doing a thing. This is fantastic stuff, you know? Uncle Ruckus, good to see you. Sim is awesome for entertainment purposes, but you don't get the real-life emergency feeling or emergency or failures as you would doing your PPL and simulating. Oh, 100%. 100%. Simulation right now versus real world, it's close. It's getting closer, but there is a distinct difference. How would you explain this? Even flying the aircraft, you could know the theory of flying the aircraft. Okay, well, I need to watch my RPM, need to watch my manifold pressure, need my fuel mixture, I need to know how to navigate, I need to be able to talk on the radio. All of these things, the simulator is great for doing that. Great for doing that. No, we're not landing here, Dougal. It was a flyover. Our first stop is Innsbruck. When it comes to actually flying the airplane, I've flown the same aircraft many times, and each time it's felt different. You're going to get that at flight schools, but it takes time to figure out, okay, yeah, well, it does that. You know, there's a knack, especially with older planes, there's general aviation, there's always a knack to them. Yeah, no, we don't do that. See, that switch doesn't work. Right? Don't give the brakes full whack because the nose suspension isn't great. So, the real world stuff, that feel, or the feeling, especially the feeling of forces on your body, we're getting closer. Motion rigs, force feedback, you know, feeling things like a stall buffet. Moser are nailing that at the moment with their gear. These are all the things that are bringing it much closer. And that's why some flight sim setups are certified by the FAA for certain things to keep you, especially with IFR, keeps the currency up and running. But the genuine feel of the aircraft, you need to be in the plane to do it. You know, but we are getting close. What's the best tool to learn communication and terminology over ATC, asks Roy. Roy, we have our own free... we've ran ATC courses for VF4, IF4, and then most recently an FAA conversion course, and that's to teach pilots how to speak what to speak and when to speak when you're on networks like VATSIM or Pilot Edge. That's all free. There's free resources there. Ramble over to our website. It's just twotonemurphy.com. You'll see ATC course. There's tons of information in there. There's like a 300-page ground school document, tons of videos. And then for practicing, I'd recommend Say Intentions because it's brilliant. And it's far more than just ATC. They've really put a lot of tools into that to make it better. So yeah, that's what I recommend. Let's say you've been out of the picture for the last 3 weeks. Are there any new GA planes? Nightsep. So the Black Square Dukes have been updated. Great news. The Aerostar is doing very, very well. There is a pocket rocket. The Impulse 100 pocket rocket is out. That's absolutely nuts, right? That thing does 250 knots. What else came out in the last couple of weeks? iniBuilds and Microsoft dropped the YS11 yesterday, and of course Coronado's 172. It's a classic. It's the 1960 or 1956 variant of a Cessna 172. That's before Cessna gave it the name Skyhawk. This was the one that started that whole Skyhawk thing, you know. Grippy says, I have an hour and a half in a 172. But feeling of the plane getting picked up and dropped to turbulence was unreal. 100%. And even if you have no aspirations of doing real world flying, it could be just beyond the realms of logical or the price or whatever, I would, to any flight simmer of any age, I would highly recommend just doing a discovery flight at your local airport. And it will bring so many things into perspective, and you can take that experience and put it back into your simulator. Like it's incredible what you can do, you know. Hey Balaz, welcome in. Right, we're about to approach Innsbruck. Runway's dead ahead. We're going to fly straight in on this one. Quick stop. It's a quick dash and a splash. How's me fuel? 60%. We'll top up that tank once we get down. Power coming right back. Go ahead and drop the old speed brakes. And we're going to wait for a speed to get in to about 160 knots. And we can start deploying some flaps and then drop the landing gear. Innsbruck in Austria, it is absolutely beautiful. It's stunning. Lots of flaps. Let's go with the gear. Alright. Gear down, indication lights are on. And we just monitor our power coming in. Approach speed for this, about 150, and then we start dropping it down. You got about 30 hours in a 172. Nice. Oh, US Air Force, good stuff. Yes. If you didn't solo in 12 hours, you weren't going to USA or US Air Force pilot training. So in a lot of places, you'll probably solo. A lot of places, you'll probably solo within 15 hours, usually. Now, I know folks who soloed after 6 hours. You know? Nox Live, good to see you. Finally, a stream I can appreciate. Well, thank you very much. Welcome in. I can't see the runway, lads. I must deactivate name tags. Yeah, this is highly realistic now. This is what, you know, this is what you do in the real world. 50 aircraft, aim for the runway and sure you'll be grand. Full flaps. Easy now, Jemima. We're too high and we're fast. Oh dear. Easy now. Right. Watch the speed. Big A400 here in front of us. Easy. Watch the flare.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
The timing of that? Who turned off me lights? Right, we're down. Jeez, who was that? Hiscari, you devil, you. On the brakes. Can't see anything. There's dust and smoke in me, Faye. Turn off your smoke, will you? You can't be doing that, lads. You're going to get a letter explaining how upset we were about this. Oh. It's so distracting passing that airport on the motorway. Keep looking at the planes. Oh, no way, Nightsep, really? I think the wingtip vortices from the transport would flip the plane over. Oh, yeah. And like there is wake turbulence finally modelled in Microsoft Flight Sim, but in multiplayer, it's not optimised at all. It's not great. So we tend to leave it turned off because it can have a huge impact on your performance, you know. Imagine ATC with finals like that. They'd quit. I saw a couple of butters there, also a couple of Navy pilots. Navy landing. All right, so we're down secured. Go ahead, bring our flaps back in. We're going to taxi back towards the ramp. And while we're sitting here, we can be topping up our fuel. We're at 55%. Feeding in from the leading edge. Then we'll go to our tip tanks then a little bit later on. Now, these aircraft, as I say, they're not Greta friendly. You know, these things burn fuel like there's no tomorrow. King Wizard had 6 FPS with turbulence on the last time. Oh, dearie me. Dearie me. Utterly lost in the T-33. What have I done? Mr. Dan. Oh, look, there's a Harrier, look. Nice. Man, they're just a cool looking jet, aren't they? Harriers are... oh, man, they're gorgeous. Stoke is here. Then again, whenever she... yeah, she's never happy. Your RPM keeps bouncing from 30 to 20. Not sure, Mr. Dan. They're not Greta friendly, and you say that like it's a bad thing. There's another Jag. Innsbruck Airport. I think this is iniBuilds. This is gorgeous. Right, we've topped up. Let's check our tablet here before we go. Leading edge. See the way they're down to like 16? So next is going to be the wingtips. So we just need to be careful. So we'll empty the tanks as we go, and that'll allow us to that'll allow the aircraft to get lighter. It's going to feel a little bit more maneuverable, a little bit tighter. At the moment, it's heavy. It's kind of burdened with the weight. Dreadnought is here. Good to see you, man. Happy Friday. Hope you're well. Welcome to Innsbruck. Gotta get prop planes going. Hot air balloons, Resolute. Man, look at that, the lineup of aircraft behind us, man. Look at that, that's gorgeous. Got some Hawks, an F-14, F-35 it looks like. F-15's got an A-10 in there. Hey, Captain Cocktail, good to see you. Original Happy, thank you for the follow. Just stopped in real quick, air show day, headed out shortly. Oh, Dreadnought, thank you so much, mate. Have a great day at the air show. Dude, I hope you're well. I haven't seen you in freaking ages. Right, we got more down here, look. There's an MB339. Gaseous Maximus, there's Muse, Stu Snape and the Hawk, an F-35, an F-22, got a Vision Jet down there as well. Got a great collection of aircraft here tonight, lads. Loving this. There's Schutz, there goes Mac Vision in the Red Arrows BAE Hawk. You've been working your tail off? Well, I hope you're being properly compensated, or at least, you know, having fun. There's a weird glitch with China. Oh, jeez. You saw nothing. Don't worry about that, lads. Right. Now, one must be very careful. Because what we're going to do now, when we take off, we're surrounded by, you know, extremely dangerous terrain here. Hence all the red. So we need to be picking our little gaps between the bits of red when we go flying. Right? So we need to be careful. You can see where the valley is here. So when we take off, we're going to do... a full 180, and we're going to come back down this little patch all the way along, and then we're going to be making a right turn over to a place called Zelamsi, or Zelamsi. It's absolutely gorgeous. That's it there. Zelamsi. Now, we won't be landing here, so just keep this noted, lads. Our next airport we're landing in is... I think it's over here. No, it's not. Is it? I think it's Klagenfurt. Right? So all of these waypoints along the way, we're overflying these. Zelamsi, you've been there in real life? No way. Oh man, I'd love to visit there. This app here, Stug, this is Garmin Pilot. Zell at the lake, is it? Doug's good to see you, buddy. All right, let's see what happens. So, power coming in. Eagle Castle, good to see you. Welcome in. Tilly Flyer stayed in Zelamsi years ago. I would love to visit there. All right, power coming in. There's 90%. Toes on the toe brakes. Military power holding at 100. Off the brakes. Let's go flying. Airspeed alive. $80 knots. There's 100. 110. Hold the angle, Murph. 150 airborne. Gear up, flaps in. And we'll get a little bit aggressive on our climb out here. Man, look at those mountains, look. We're going to hover on about 200 knots for this. We're getting about 5,500 feet a minute in our climb. That's absolutely savage. And just nice and easy, start letting that nose come down. And we'll hold it into position. We're going to give ourselves a wide berth here. We have to do a full 360, lads. Captain Sickbag is here. What you saying, ahem, it means I must have missed you. Captain Sickbag, good evening. Hope all is well in the sunny southeast in the middle of the night. 180, Dougal, 180. Don't follow me. It's a 180. Bridge over the River Inn. Wait, what? That's what Innsbruck means. Or Innsbruck. Bridge over the River Inn. Ah. Right, left turn coming in. Ease off the power. Let's call it 80%. Watch your vertical climb in this. We're still maintaining a climb. All is looking good. Captain Sickbag, I hope you're well, buddy. And sorry if I missed you. And if someone said hello to me and I didn't respond, call me out on it. You've made the trouble to say hello to me. The least I can do is say hello. You know what I mean? Right. That was a nice departure. Make sure your barrow is reset as well, lads. Barometric pressure. Right. We're going to follow up this little road here now, lads, and then it's going to be a dash to the right. Murph just wanted a better look at the scenery, right? Eagle Castle arriving, just took off from Emmen Air Force Base, Switzerland. Nice! Are you using the new laptop, Eagle Castle? Twice. That's twice you missed me. Listen. I've no excuse, Captain Sickbag. You know, well I do, but you wouldn't believe it anyway. Terribly sorry. Says you. If it happens again, Murph, that's it. You know. Alright, so how are we looking on the power? 85%. We're sitting at about 300 knots. Altitude just under 5,000 feet. Fuel is looking okay for the moment. We will need to check that again. Resolute says, I was caught off guard happening onto your stream, so I think I forgot to say hi. No, don't worry if you forget to say hi. But if you said hi and I didn't, call me out on it, you know. He's getting old now. Yeah, thanks, Neil. Yeah, shame on me. Shame. Ring the bell of shame. Says the one who reads everything. I've just been keened by Super Typhon. Ooh! I request the F-22 do a flyby into a vertical. Whoever's in an F-22, that can be arranged. Look at this! The lads have smoke on. That's pretty cool, lads, isn't it? That is pretty cool. Look at that. Absolutely deadly, so it is. Ooh. Look like a fugu with the tips. Not unlike it. Mr. Sir loves the F-22. Yeah, man, it's badass. Dougal, 100%. We are missing Wombat. Mr. Dan hit a tree. Brilliant. Saki, thank you very much indeed for subscribing. So Resolute, I have a couple of hours training. I grew up in Casement Aerodrome, home of the Irish Air Corps, and my dad flew a desk, right? But I've always been into aviation. I was always interested in it. I'm fascinated by it. All kinds of aviation. And yeah, it's just been a hobby. I've been flight simming for years. That's a big ditch. We keep it between the ditch. There's a right turn coming up here.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
Thank you, Captain Sigbag. There's a right turn coming up here almost immediately. In actual fact, hang a right here now, lads. Yep, you devil. And now, friends, we entered the madness. What's our speed? 350 knots. Go nice and handy now, lads. Go nice and handy. Bring our power to 80. Easy now. Corn Wolf, you're very welcomed in, buddy. Hope you're well. Right, there's a good chance I missed me turn, so we're just going to go back for the turn, right? That's where you were watching from. No way. Number 1 married quarters. That's where we were. Murphy's. We were there for years, man. Years and years. We lived there for... I was there 18 years. Right, this is the way we're to go, not the way I took you. Those gauges look a bit foggy. Yeah, we're missing Wombat, 100%. Interesting, I don't have smoke on. You're in the default F18. Ooh, interesting. Fuel 80%. Easy does it now. Got a tornado right behind us. Look at that. Christopher's in a Tonka, man. Your mama looks to be in a Saab Gripen, it looks like, is it? You are but a poor techie. Not at all. Not at all. I know a few of the lads up in ATC. And some of the lads in the techies as well. Years and years ago now, I used to hang around up at Light Strike Squadron. Do you know? When there was, I think there still is now, but it was when the Fugas were there, you know. Master Mansour, yes, this is Flight Sim 2024. Thing Wizard, take it fierce handy. Instruments are hard to read. Are they? It's probably the distance I am from them. Or is it because they look a bit foggy, maybe? Ah, no, I know what you're saying now. Yeah. The reflections on them, you think? Yeah, it could be a bit heavy. Locus, yes. Permission granted. Buzz the tower. Light Strike, too young for that. Now, I see the lads going left there. I wonder, should I be... Yes, we need to go left. Oh, yes. We're pulling here and about. Oh, God. We've increased our body weight about 6 times. Easy now. Man, look at this. The last time we flew up here, it was summertime and it was just green. It was just green. Looking at it now, we've all these beautiful colours. This is where 24 absolutely shines because it has seasons. And bearing in mind, we didn't really get to see seasons properly when it released in November. And for most of us, it was winter time, right? But now, as we come into autumn, it's just beautiful. Yeah, we're going the wrong way. No, I'm not going the wrong way, just the right way. Listen, I'm following Dougal. You know, no pressure, Dougal. Man, this is gorgeous. There was a famous, there was an M flyer. There was, yeah. Right, easy now. Fuel, speed, altitude. That's what we need to kind of concentrate on here for the moment. Take it fierce hand. That's some view, lads, isn't it? Look at that. Try DCS, Itachi, yeah. Like DCS, if this is your style of aircraft and you want combat, DCS is such a blast for that, man. And some of the modules, like the F14 and the F18 in DCS, I haven't tried the F4. Is that a dam? It is! The C-130 I'm looking forward to, and I think there's a big sale on now in DCS.
Hello there.
But yeah, if you want the combat, absolutely. Stephen Durrett, welcome in. I'm hoping to finish my PPL. I'm not quite sure, man. I mean, the cost of it, and as I said, in Ireland, it's an expensive hobby. Depending on the aircraft, but like, you're probably everything included. It's a €200 an hour hobby. Realistically, it's an expensive one. Do you know what I mean? What game is this? Splash Thunder. This is Microsoft Flight Sim 2024, and this is on its way to PlayStation. Ooh, in December. I've appeared a PlayStation behind me. Look. Well, it's not. It's holding a model airplane. If the wife asks, it's a stand. Yes, but yeah, I'm excited for it. Yes, I have concerns. I hope they're going to fix things, but it's exciting to think that there's going to be a lot of folks getting to use this for the first time, because it's cool, man. Aviation is just cool. It just is. We can't explain it. Was it Leonardo who said, once you taste flight, you'll forever spend the rest of your life looking up at it or something? Look up Funny, down in Offaly, cheaper lessons. Or Fun Fly, only sacrificed wee bush planes. Yeah, so I've flown with Ormond, and no chance of getting me a PPL, cost and being autistic to Super Thai. I mean, look, there's ways to get into it, Super Thai. You know, but it is costly. Mr. Sir is a PlayStation gamer. Can't wait till December 8th. Oh, awesome, man. It's going to be fun, dude. I mean, like, the stuff you can do. Group flights are what I love. It's just a whole bunch of folks are just hanging out. You know, some kind of show off their skills. Sometimes their skills are good. Right. But like, there's different activities you can do. It's great for virtual tourism as well. And the graphics, it's incredible. And like, you know, once you kind of realize, Jay, who has the smoke on? Once you kind of realize your love, you find your love for aviation, sky's the limit. Roughly 7k for the 45 as opposed to the usual 10 to 12. Resolute, does that give you though a sports license, as in a PPL L, is it, or student license, like Cubs and such? Yeah. Oh, sounds. There we go. All right, so we're heading now towards Zelam C, Lima Oscar Whiskey Zulu. We're going to be overflying that little airfield. Very popular for glider flying. If you consider smell of kerosene a perfume, then you are addicted. Yes, Jet A. Some of us make complete idiots. We do, Adam. But speaking of Adam, right? I mean, yes, you have the flying and you have the exploration and learning, but then you have air traffic control. Now, we're limited at the moment when it comes to consoles with online networks, but I'll never forget, between Gibbo, Rambog, and what the work that they managed to do, they managed to create our own network for consoles. So that's something we'll do again, especially when this is released on PlayStation. Folks who might want to experience ATC, we have a lot of ATC controllers in our community. So it'd be great to set up something for them to experience it. You know, it was the European PPL. That wasn't bad at all. Is this 4K? So this is 4K, but I'm using DLSS. Rough speed check, indicated 350. Now, how's our fuel? 70, we're all right. Man, this is insanely beautiful. And it's not just, you know, you can do lots more. I mean, over the years, we've had formation display teams, we've done all sorts of Monday Night Adventures, history, for friggin' aircraft specific, specializing in certain aircraft. 50k, this is Flight Sim 2024. Microsoft Flight Sim 24. I think they do lessons for instrument rating, not sure about aerobatics. Yeah. Sunjammer's doing 351. Nice. Where are the lads going? Oh, there's the LMC there, look. Deadly. Right, power check. How are we looking? We're looking okay. Horse it up there now, Francie. Yup, you divil you. We also have a rear seat. That's what made the T-33 an excellent trainer. Bit of a power on stall. Easy now. Power coming back. But yeah, this area, oh Jesus, this area is very popular for, we only barely made that, very popular for gliders. Look different for a second. Would love to join you, but currently so buggy and laggy on Xbox. Stutters very heavily after the new sim update. Reed Barrett, really? Like, I don't know, on Xbox, do you have the options for wake turbulence? Uh-oh. What was that? She didn't like that at all. Did you hear that? Relight issue. What do you like for fuel? 70%? Right. Take the rest out of that leading edge. If you turn off wake turbulence in multiplayer, it should have a massive impact. Massive. Okay, fuel coming up now. 90%. Turn off the tank. And we continue on. Look different for a second. I'm using a shader just to kind of make it very real, or as real as my eyes can take. That's what the default sim looks like out of the box. And that's what it looks like with the shader I'm using. Thank you for subscribing. Very fine ceiling decoration. You're very welcome in. Okay, next waypoint, logo, Lima Oscar, Golf Oscar. 98 Vulcan, I've had 3 CTDs already. I think it's my internet. Oh, no way! Options are limited. We don't even have sliders. Grippy, are you on Series X or S? Trying to catch up. You have 2 versions of Flight Sim 24. I don't know which one. I don't know why one says 2020. Mr. Dan, just go into your Innie Manager. You might need to do a thing with the yoke. Right, watch her power here. I wasn't happy that she kind of rolled back at me. I had no idea wake turbulence would cause the whole game to stutter. I mean, it stuttered so hard it would just shut down. Reed, see how you get on. Turn off wake turbulence and see if that helps, man. Hey, Montana dude is here. Good to see you. I went to the dentist yesterday morning. I'm not sure, but I may have sucked on his finger. Did they kind of knock you out? Series S? Series S, I think, struggles big style. What's all this ahead of us? Lights. A request for tunage? Easy now. I scared the life out of myself when I played tunage last time, but we'll play tunage now. Are you ready? Tunage. We're flying here in Austria. This is great. Get to the chopper. Oh, jeez, look at these. Yup, you devil you. Actually, this is Garmin Pilot Avionics, or EFB, sorry, the Garmin Pilot EFB. So the avionics that you see on the vertical stream, they're powered by Garmin Pilot. They're the ones for that. So they give you a free, I think it's free access for like a month, and then it's a subscription after that. Now, the Garmin Pilot stuff, it's probably overkill for flight simming. I mean, we use Navigraph, and Navigraph is excellent. I'm just trying out a bit of Garmin Pilot. Flew right by the bridge. Listen, Adam, there's more bridges where we're going, don't you worry. Plenty more bridges. Yeah, sorry, I had the music a little bit too loud. Garmin Pilot. Check out their website. You can get ForeFlight to work as well. Easy now. This is terribly interesting looking. So we are kind of going the right way. Fuel is good. And we're kind of just belting onwards. Man, look at the speed of that hawk. Jesus. What are we doing? 330? This is absolutely class looking. I want to welcome everyone in. We've got a ton of people watching the vertical stream tonight. Hope you find it interesting and somewhat questionable. A grown man in his man cave. Oh no, did someone crash? No, it's alright. He's alright, lads. He's alright. Left up here. Whoa, look at the A10. You can see network stuff. There's work to be done here. That's one of the... it's just a concern I have with the Xbox or the PlayStation release. I really hope to get this stuff ironed out. Like, we're kind of used to it over, like, the last couple of years, but, like, for PlayStation folks, if, like, I just hope they sort it. I'm confident they'll sort it. I'm just worried they won't. You know what I mean? Or maybe I'm worried they will sort it and confident they won't. Who knows? Do I use VR? Yeah, I use VR. I have a motion rig here as well from Dot Reality, and I use the Pimax Crystal Light. Very good. Could you try a 737-8? Itachi, not tonight, but soon. Yeah, great idea, man. Don't forget, lads, when I'm not streaming, you'll find us over on our Discord server. So if you have ideas for routes, or if there's aircraft you want to see, or all that kind of stuff, just ramble on in over to our Discord. ! Discord. Sparky's fan, good to see you. Just came from the Practically Geek stream. I saw him streaming earlier. Hope it was a great stream. Hope you're well, Sven. Right, are we going the right way? We are. We are. Easy now. Oh, so many cool jets. Right, how low can we go here now? This is safe. We can go low. Sure we can. Take it fierce handy now. Man, look at this scenery. Isn't this beautiful? Don't hit the friggin' houses. Easy. Man, that hawk. Oh, power lines. That hawk looks so good. We got the tunage, friends. Ooh. Jesus, those buttons. Black Sheep Gene, you absolute mad thing. Black Sheep Gene, thank you very much indeed for the $10 super chat. Cheers, buddy. Is someone in a stealth bomber? Yeah, there could be a B2 there. There could be. Play some Swiss yodeling. Sparky's fan, where did you buy the F-14 from? Because I saw Orbex updated theirs. Jesus, look at this. Look at the selection of aircraft you guys brought with you. Incredible. Energizer says, Murph, your mic becomes louder when you switch screen. Does it? Oh, looks the same. Sounds like beer music. It could be that I'm talking over the music. Oh wait, hang on, that's shocking loud. That's interesting. You're thinking the same. Whenever he tweaks, or whatever tweaks he's done, the volume lowers when he turns on the face cam. Really? So if I go to this screen, I suddenly start talking an awful lot louder. That's very interesting. Is it like, how noticeable is it? How do I... Right. That says 5.5. That says 5.5. Which game is it? Switchblade, this is Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. Right, does anyone know how we fix this shagging mess? It sounds like 15 decibels. What? I wonder, is it using two mic sources? Hang on. Yeah, this is a great idea, Murph. Do this as you're flying. So this is my normal loudness, and then when I do that, it's up here. Let us see. Now, is it just the microphone, or is it the whole shebang? You know what I mean? Is it just the microphone that goes, or music as well? Everything goes up in that scene. Right. There's science there. P.S. Mirandai, on YouTube, nice. Have I ever tried War Thunder? I have. War Thunder's good fun. The mic, all the sound. Right, so the whole shebang. They're two separate scenes. Right. How do we do this now? Let us see. I won't get kind of too messy with it, you know, because I'll break... Oh, Jesus, mountains. Right, I'll do a bit of... thanks for the feedback, lads. I'll do a bit of homework into it. The music gets really loud. But, like, I intentionally turn it up, but, like, if everything's level now as we are, and I just turn off my cameras, and that becomes a lot louder, you know. So I need to figure out what's causing that. So apologies if that's wrecking the buzz, lads. I need to figure out why it's doing that. Sure, we'll see what happens. The mic seems better at least because couldn't hear you over the music at first. If the master slider got shifted, it's just that's instance in your settings. Yeah, no, it's not. Like, all the sliders are where they are. Murph hates the comments today. I guess I should up. Gene, what did you do now? Hang on.
Hello there.
What did Gene say? Oh, wait. Be very quiet. I'm hunting Murphy. I mean, wabbits. Gene, I didn't even see that. Be very, very quiet. Easy now. Switchblade, thank you very much indeed for subscribing. Welcome in, buddy. Alright, LOGI, that's a small little airfield there. How's our fuel? 80% in the tanks. That's quite okay. Yeah, I need to figure that one out, lads. No idea what's causing it. I'm going to blame science on someone else. How do I even test that now? Jesus. Because I've no volume slider, you know what I mean? So the only thing it could be is the scene getting duplicated. We'll find out. We'll figure it out together, lads. Right, where are we? LOGT is the next waypoint. Oh man, look at everyone here. Jesus. That is insanely good. It is the Alps banner, yes indeed. Man, that's cool looking, isn't it? Look at that. Look at that. So many awesome jets. Tough to fly in chat. Yes, on this particular route. There's Dougal. Let's see, can we form up on him? Dougal, stay where you are! Or maybe slow it down a smidgen. Right, let's see if we can form up on Dougal McTavish's wing. Super Monkey, good to see it.
It's a big 10-4, good buddy.
There's Buttons. Tombs, thank you very much indeed. Tier 3, 9 months, man. Thank you very, very much. Cheers, buddy. Right, easy. There's Dougal. Jesus, brakes. Hang on now, Dougal. Easy now. This is probably not the greatest place to do formation flying. I mean, I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Easy now. Yeah, T-33. Your throttle was a bit too high. Uh-oh. Bloody hell, where's Dougal gone? Oh, he's over there. Right, now we can see him. Easy does it. Just you'd really push your speed to catch up. Dougal, what are you doing indicated? Easy. 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 Right, there he is down there. Easy. If you're watching this on the vertical stream, you'll actually see the amount of work involved in trying to like pin yourself on another aircraft. So much fun. Right, we're information with Dougal. Look at that. Yeah, there's a mosquito on the way. That's going to be deadly, isn't it? The name of the game, Sky Hunter. This is Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. It's on its way to PlayStation on December 8th. Easy now. Dougal, mind the trees and the power lines. They look inviting, but I can assure you they hurt. Sky Hunter, welcome in. Murphy, you got me addicted to the Yellowstone. Brilliant. First women jet pilots flew with this jet. Really? That's awesome. Easing out. Not bad for the 1946 variant of a T-33. Dougal put them there. We all know that. Dougal loves a good power line. Yeah, he does. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, like, it's one of the many things you can do when you're flying in Microsoft Flight Sim. Alright, there's a problem.
Hello there.
Easy now. Yeah, the throttle started acting the maggot, but we're okay. We have it back now. Let me see. Yaron the Great, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, buddy. Muse still needs to watch Lord of the Rings. Muse fan, your ears would have been burning last night. We were talking to Captain Arash, and he was shocked and appalled that you haven't watched Lord of the Rings yet. He said, Muse fan, that guy, I can't believe it, he said. Yeah, well, okay, he didn't say that, but like... Gamer Plane is leaving. Gamer Plane, you take it easy, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. Right turn. It's a good job you lads know where we're going, because I'd have been lost. Oh man, that's so cool looking. What do you mean you'll never watch it? It's imperative that you watch it, Muse. You know, there's life lessons to be learned, Muse. Alright, LOXZ, Lima Oscar X-Ray Zulu. Next waypoint, just down the hill. Ooh. Bit of tunage in the background. Basic film education, yeah. Muse, I did the taxi tour, it was incredible. Really? Gingy, thank you for subscribing. Welcome in. So, on our map of maps of things, this is where we are. All the little red X's is like terrain alerts. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead. Mind the hog. Easy now. Right, speed is 3. Yep, see Daisy. Let's throw it into an L barrel roll. Not the most agile of jets, but it was designed to be a jet trainer. And as I said, some of them are actually made combat ready. They took the machine guns, would you believe, off a B-25 to further develop this aircraft. Imagine that. Crazy. Oh, the sim is looking beautiful, isn't it? Cold Nebo, 47 months. Is he qualified to do that? Good to see you, buddy. All right, this airport, Lima, Oscar, X-Ray, Zulu. How about we try and do a bit of a low pass on this one, lads? Easy now. Watch your speed. All right. Man, that's cool looking. Isn't it class looking, isn't it? Whoa!
I put the car in swinger, baby.
Buttons are being pressed over on Twitch. Gaseous Maximus has gifted 5 tier 1 subs. Did you just see what he did? Thank you very, very much indeed. Lads, if you just got a tier 1 sub, but thanks to Gaseous Maximus, well, do be sure to say thank you. Permission to buzz the tower? Hell yeah. Right now I'm officially going the wrong way. Right. Do we go left or do we go right? You lads can decide.
I put the car in
Wills!
swinger, baby.
Did you just see what Wills did? Wills 1985, thank you very, very much indeed. He's gifting 5 tier 1 subs. Bloody hell, lads. Hup. It's all happening now.
Hang on to your hats, boy.
Wills, thank you very, very much indeed, my guy. Lads, if you just got a tier 1 sub from Wills, do be sure to say... no, it's happening now. In a box, man, the devil.
I put the car in swinger, baby.
Reynard said left. We'll go left. Thanks, Reynard. In a box, man, gifting 5 tier 1 subs. What's getting into you lot? In a box, man. Thank you very, very much indeed. And to Wills and to Gaseous Maximus. Yous are absolutely brilliant. Thank you very, very much indeed. Retriever Neil is at it now. Jesus. Retriever Neil with 5 gifted tier 1 subs. What are you doing? Your music.
I put the car in swinger, baby.
Retriever Neil, thank you very, very much indeed. Level 6 hype train. It's all kicking off on Twitch. Thank you very, very much indeed, man. The legend of judges. It's very strong tonight. I was going the wrong way. I need to correct. Jeez, I need to correct all this. Lads, thank you very much indeed for the support. That's incredible. Would you believe it? I get in. How do you phrase this? I do content creation full time. What does that involve, Murph? Jason said I break a lot of things for most of the day. You know. Hamill, good to see you, buddy. Man, this scenery. The route is also friggin' nuts. Who's the deal with this? Next week is going to be fun as well, lads. We're going to be flying the Aerostar. We're going to be flying... we're going to take out that new YS-11. In a box, man, with the 500 bits. Thank you so much. Bacon Eater. Good to see you, buddy. You thought it was War Thunder. Looks good, doesn't it? This is Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. It's available on the PC and Xbox, and on December 8th, it's on its way to the PlayStation. Is there an F4 Phantom? There is, Rolling Stone. It wouldn't be very high fidelity, but it looks nice. In a box, man. Thank you very, very much indeed. The man is a legend. All right, easy now. Oh, Adam, there's a bridge. So we're going to be landing at Klagenfurt. Lima Oscar Whiskey Kilo. Oh, Stu Snape. Jace, we're going for the bridge. Stu Snape in with 5 gifted tier 1 subs. Thank you very much indeed, Stu. Lads, if you just got a tier 1 sub, but thanks to Stu Snape. Tell him he's a legend. Churros VR, hello. Welcome in. Right, hang on now. Bridge. There's oh Jesus. There's nothing to fear here at all, lads, you know. Yeah, except for the tiny gap. Uh-oh. 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 Jesus! Oh, Jesus! Worked on them in Vietnam. What? I know this guy has no flying experience at all. He's a menace to himself and everything else in the air. Yes, birds too. The aircraft we're in tonight is from iniBuilds. It is the T-33. They were known as the Shooting Star or the T-Bird. They were a jet trainer. In actual fact, this was the first jet aircraft that the United States Air Force used that saw full deployment for jet training. And it is very, very pretty indeed. It's gorgeous. Did I mention it's Friday? You see, lads, whatever your week throws at you, there's always Friday night. All the emotions, all the problems, bills, you know, relations, all that stuff. Put it into a plastic bag and leave it outside. It'll be there tomorrow, you know, and by then you won't care. How much was it? The aircraft or the sim? The aircraft? I couldn't tell you. Oh, for iniBuilds. That's like 25 bucks or something. It's cheap. Where am I going? I'm going the wrong way. Hanging all right. There's a goat eye. There's everyone behind us. I'm up early in the morning, Neil. Negative on the beerage tonight. Gene says that's nothing to fear but fear itself. Unless you're flying with Murph. I hope Microsoft Flight Sim will add the F-84. Oh, that'd be awesome, man. That'd be awesome. To have an F-86, the Sabre. But yeah, that'd be pretty cool, man. What stick is that? This is the, this one here, this is the Verpal Constellation Alpha, and it's sitting on the Warbird base. So it's all Verpal, same with the throttle system here. And it's very, 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 very good kit. Very good kit. You want the Mosquito? Yes. Daring Daz, you take care, buddy. Have an awesome weekend. Jack is starting a new job on Monday. You're going to be traveling for 2 weeks. You're going to have sim withdrawals? No. Big Welsh Matt, good to see you, buddy. So we need to kind of ramble over here to the right. Easy now. Easy now. It's just cool. Gotta love the Sabre flying the F-86 in formation with something like a MiG-15. Oh, dude. That'd be awesome. Ah, how are you, young fella? You only home now? Living the life, living the life. Right, we'll do one of these. I'll try and keep it down. Miranda, 5 gifted tier 1 subs coming in. Thank you so very, very much indeed, my guy. Insane support tonight, lads. I don't know what's got into you.
Swing it, baby.
Level 7 hype train. Absolutely bananas. Thank you very, very much indeed. P.S. Miranda.
You behave.
Linny, thank you so very much indeed. I had myself muted. You're very good. Thank you very much indeed. Right, we're going to be landing at this place. Easy now. Right, there's the airfield. We'll do a quick recce. How's our fuel? 50%. Oh, the impossible face. Thank you very much indeed. Happy Friday, buddy. Klagenfurt, it's a beautiful city. My parents lived nearby. In fact, my dad is buried in a forest near the town. Ah, no way, Nightsep. You see, isn't that incredible, lads? Like, here we all are, wherever we are in the world, and like, we've people from these places. They know these areas. What platform does that? Nothing does it. Oh, this is lovely. Look at the lake there, sure. Right, it's a lovely long runway. That's good news for us. And I don't mean the tiny little grass one down there, look. Oh, Jesus. Did you close that, did you? Jesus. Fox 1, Fox 1. Good to see you, Ernie. Hope you're well, buddy. I've just found out that there's a freeware hawker hunter. There is, Malky. Patrick Doyle, thank you very much indeed for the bits. Level 8 hype train here on Twitch, lads. Thank you very, very much indeed. You're most kind. Right, let's circle around and land this machine here. Can recommend the area for motorbike tours as well, says Dux. No way. Oh, it's so good, isn't it? The Hunter is usually your go-to. Yeah, it's quite good. The freeware one is quite good. I like, again, with Microsoft Flight Sim, we're still waiting on all of this, of course, but you're going to have community-created content in its own kind of marketplace. So, I mean, there's all that to look forward to as well. And I think I think the biggest thing, you know, with a PlayStation release, it's got to be the VR, right? Now, I know that it's not going to come straight out the box. They said it'll be next year before they get VR working. But imagine that. Imagine being in a flight sim in VR on console. That's nuts. Like, you talk about realism and everything else. Pop yourself into VR in a flight sim? There's nothing quite like it. It's incredible. Man, look at this place. This is gorgeous. All right, let's manage our speed here. Power coming back. Drop it down out of 300 knots. Easy does it now. Fuel is okay. We'll top it up when we're on the ground. You did Elite in VR briefly. I felt all wobbly. It was mad. Really? Okay, so we're going to line up that runway. Once it's roughly 45 degrees over our left shoulder, so once the base of the runway comes to about here, we'll turn base, then we'll turn final, and hopefully we'll go for a nice soft landing. Hopefully. 250 knots. Keep the power out. The kind of stutters and stuff you're seeing, I think it's just down to the sheer volume of multiplayer traffic and all the custom sounds. You know? Alex Black, this is Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Speed race, so we're going to be heading from here, continue on down through the Alps into Italy. Alright, 200 knots, watch our approach speed. We can use a small bit of speed brakes here just to help us out. Speed coming down, there's 200 knots. Let's hold the nose up, give us a bit of a hand. There's 150, gear coming down. Gotta notch the flaps out as well. So if you ever want to know what landing flaps, what they do, right? Do you ever see like, do you ever look at like a bird landing, a crow trying to land? You know the way their wings come out really, really wide? Yeah? Well, in an airplane, what your flaps do, they make the surface of the wing bigger because they, you know, the flap extends out or drops down. And the idea being is it allows you to move at a speed much slower while still maintaining flight. Just means you can slow it right down. You thought it was DCS or War Thunder? That's a very good compliment, considering Microsoft Flight Sim. The T-33 from iniBuilds is awesome, and the scenery here is just like, wow. Right, we're now a shape, we're very high, but we'll fix it. Watch the spoilers here. Alright, watch the flare. Easy. Easy. Ground effect has us. Touchdown! Alright. No parachute. No reverse thrust in this one. Rolling Stone says, I bought the Citation X after watching your video yesterday, but the screens are too dark to read. You can change the screens on those. They have like a C or T monitor or LED. So maybe try those, and there are sliders that'll increase the brightness. Alex says, I play a lot of Flight Sim 24, but I have a bad GPU. Oh dear. Ignore the other German fighters on the runway. Yeah, they're grand, they're just having the crack. Is anyone flying the F-104? Gregor, I don't think it's working right. What was the nickname to the F-104? Here's one for you. You know Black Box 711, isn't it? You know Black Box? The Widowmaker, yeah. His father used to fly that, the Starfighter. His dad used to fly that airplane. Nuts, right? Right, how are we looking here now? So we've two more. Your man's airplane didn't appear, look. There it is. Right, welcome to Klagenfurt. I believe this is a default scenery in the sim. Starfire, Widowmaker, Starfighter, yeah. Starfire, yeah. Cool aircraft. But yeah, his dad flew them. Alright, flaps in. And what we'll do, we're just going to we'll shut down the aircraft and we'll give it a restart and then see how we get on, right? So it's the Grippen's giving us smoke. That's interesting. Alright, let's shut this machine down because we're going to refuel. Let's have a quick look. We look good here, we look good there. Open our canopy and fuel. Alright. Tuck Prime says your dad was US Air Force. Nice. You saw the Blackbird. Wow. I've never seen it fly. I was at RAF Duxford. I was at the Imperial War Museum in Duxford. They have a Blackbird on display there. And I was on the Intrepid in New York years ago. They've run there as well. Absolutely savage. Right, okay, so we're going to keep the battery on. Let me see. Igniter off. Oh, no, battery on. Igniter off. Gens off. And let's have a look at our fuel situation here. So we're sitting on 50% in the fuselage tank. We're going to pump in the remainder of the leading edge. That's going to empty those up, right? We're not going to get another drop out of those. So we'll now start taking them in from the wings. Now, no, my luck, this thing probably needs power to do this. Balls, it does. Right, never mind. Turn that off. Generator's already out. I've no hydraulics and I've no fuel pump. Didn't consider that, Murphy. No. Right. Not to worry. We'll start it up. Yeah, the Imperial War Museum, so good. So good. Alright, we'll reignite her. Isn't this a cool looking jet? Look at that, look. iniBuilds, man, they did a great job. Adam, good to see you. What game is this? This is Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, and I was going to refill me tanks on the ground, but I can't do it without ground power, and there's no ground power, so I need to start back up the machine. Nothing to worry about at all. There's 20%. Ignition off. Generator on. Now we're sitting on 50%, so let's start pumping fuel. Leading edge, that'll drain those completely. And that brings us up to 60%. Now we're going to go from the wingtips. Tip tanks are now turned on. And we can see our fuel over here starting to build up. Carney, welcome in. 4 months, buddy. Cheers, man. Very kind of you. Alright, so fuel's coming up on 80%. Keep it pumping. Igniter light goes out, or the fuel light goes out. There's 90%. And we're full. All right, all right. Now, with this aircraft, as I said, what is a game right now? What is this game like for someone who knows nothing about planes? It'll hold your hand, right? And I don't mean that in any sort of bad way. It has a career mode, and the idea behind the career mode was to kind of teach people and explain to them the different types of aviation. It is tutorial based, right? They'll show you how to fly, at least give you a good start. When you start looking at what we're flying in, like this, for example, there's a lot of third-party aircraft that are, they just, you know, the realism and the fidelity of them increase for the most part. There's a few developers you need to stay away from. If you see someone called M Scenery, stay away from that, because just stay away from it. They're crap. All the other ones, for the most part, they'll focus heavily on the systems, and they'll try and match as best they can the real world aircraft as well, which is pretty cool. So entry level, quite easy, easy to pick up and hard to master, but it's a great challenge. So as I said, we have an option to change out our avionics here. Click of a button with this aircraft, right? So we can go with a modern Garmin unit, all fancy avionics, including GPS and autopilot, or we fly it old school. iniBuilds gives us the option to do that in this specific aircraft. He's in the bush. Good to see you. Hope you're keeping well. Entry level is very easy. Yeah. The slick one says, Murph, in what order do I use the auxiliary tanks? I feed from the leading edge first, then the tip tanks, then the wing. It's a balancing act. Right, we can close this canopy. Part close. I wonder, can I lock this from back here? No. Full close. And lock. There we go. Alright. Time for some hawkage. Yes, the hawk is awesome. Alright, so let's have a quick look before we blast off out of here. So we're on the ground here at Klagenfurt. So we're going to be departing on the runway we just came in on. And then we're going to fly straight ahead. Now we have two waypoints. We have LOKL, which is the Enns Nickelsdorf Airport, right? And then our final stop tonight is over at Lima, India, Papa Bravo, Bolzano in Italy. And what we're going to do, lads, looking at our time, we'll overfly Bolzano, and we're going to head down to Lake Garda. Lake Garda is just down here, and I think we'll take an owl blast over Lake Garda and then come back up to Bolzano. Does that sound like a plan? So we're going to fly to LOKL, overfly it, overfly Bolzano, go down over Lake Garda, do a bit of joyriding, and then come back up and land at Bolzano. That is the plan of attack. All right? Using Navigraph on my iPad being a game changer tonight. Yeah, Stu, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Right, we're going to come off the brakes. Easy now. Grippy, thank you very much indeed, buddy. Appreciate that, man. Time and day, I've gone with just a few clouds. It's about 4:30 p.m. By diet, no, man. This is Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Looks like DCS, especially with the aircraft, right? Flight Sim 2024. But we have so many awesome add-ons in Flight Sim right now. I mean, the Azure Poly Jag, Just Flight's Hawk, iniBuilds T-33, India Fox Echo with the F-14, and Heat Blur, right? Heat Blur, you know, from DCS. The MB339, just some beautiful aircraft. DC Designs have great aircraft in here as well. Pretty cool. Right, man, easy, Tiger. Right, don't mind me now. Eyes on the floor. Yes. Right, we'll go this way. Wait now. Jesus, look at your man take off. Wrong button. Did you see him? Who was that? Your mama in a gripping. You mad devil, you. Right, we need to go on the grass here. Say nothing to no one. All is well in the realm. We're on the grass, lads. Say nothing. To be fair, when these aircraft were being built, it wasn't uncommon to use grass runways, right? Have I used the haptic feedback glove for the buttons? I have not. I have not. Will we be doing any barrel rolls? Yes. Mr. TPHI taxis on the grass all the time. Yes. That is the way to do it. It is the best way to do it. Now, let us see. Don't forget, lads, if you are new here, do be sure to leave a little like in the video. If you wouldn't mind terribly on YouTube, it helps the stream an awful lot. And I would very, very much appreciate it. So, I thank you very much for your support and continued confusion. No, only aileron rolls are allowed here. Danielle, welcome in. Thank you very much. Creo! Jesus! Creo, thank you very much indeed for your 5 gifted tier 1 subs. The alert will eventually fire in.
I put the car in swinger, baby.
Yeah, baby. Creo, thank you very, very much indeed. Lads, if you just got a tier 1 sub with thanks to Creo over here on Twitch, do be sure to say thank you. And that he is a legend of all proportions. And then Valorant jumping on as well. Brilliant. Thank you very, very much indeed, lads. Right, so this procedure that we're doing... Oh, look at your man, look. Kilburn. This procedure, you might say you're going the wrong way. It's in aviation speak, it's known as a back taxi. Back taxi, right? Taxi back, but it's if you're on an active runway and you're going the opposite direction because you're taxiing, they call it back taxi. Right, preparing for takeoff. We're going to set 1 notch of flaps. Fuel is good. This thing is not a great... Well, backtrack, back taxi. Is that just a European thing we say back taxi? Backtrack. This thing does not like, oh jeez, it doesn't like turning. Easy now. Is there sack taxi and crack taxi too? Oh no, someone crashed. It's alright, say nothing. Alrighty then. Right, we sit tight. Are we ready? Slowly advance the power. Easy. Easy. 80%. 90. Military power. 100%. Off the brakes. Airspeed alive. Easy now. 80 knots. 100 knots. 110. Oh, look at that tornado. Nose gear up. And let's leave the ground. We're flying. Positive rate of climb. Gear up. Flaps in. Invented by the Irish Lake Garda, where the Irish police go on their training, right? Alright, nice climb out of there. Look at that view behind us, man. Beautiful. So many jets, man. This is brilliant. Hey, Mallow is here. Good to see you, buddy. Alright, coming up on 2,000 feet, 150 knots. Wait, what was it? I'm now in an F-14, really? Looking forward to the 85th reenactment tomorrow. 85th? Where's that on, Big Welch? We're flying again this coming Sunday, guys. Something very different. We're going to be flying the Market Garden commemoration flight. 81 years ago, Operation Market Garden. Oh, 1 Garda, 2 Gardaí. Very good. We're going to be flying in C-47s or DC-3s out of the UK over towards the Netherlands. So that'll be starting at 1500 Zulu time. That's 4 p.m. Irish or UK time. Admiral's Disaster Lounge. Yes. 100%, yes. We'll be doing that on Sunday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. 1500 Zulu. In flights in 2024. So that's our next group flight. Let's trim out our aircraft here as best we can. Let's absolutely use this valley up here to our right. Toto, I'm going to go with 24 for the crack, just to see how that behaves. Jeppesen scenery is working. I just think it's the sounds that aren't working. Do you know? But yeah, like as I was saying, lads, if there's any new pilots out there, if you're on PlayStation and you haven't used Microsoft Flight Sim at all, do be sure to follow us on Discord. I picked up the PS5 today, and hopefully I'll get a chance to do some beta testing with it. But if not, I'll still be going through settings and what works. Like I did the same when the Xbox got it. I had an Xbox X at the time, and I'll be doing the same for PlayStation. So if anyone has questions or you want to figure out maybe some settings or what are the best aircraft or what works the best and all the sort of jazz, well, keep your eyes on our Discord for all of that. And if you want to know what our Discord is, just type in !Discord and you'll see the link appear in the chat. Look at that mad looking place. It's like a holiday park, look. Right on the lake. Beautiful. You won't have the Duckworks mod in 24. I will. It's working, Muse. It works in 24. 100%. Some of the liveries are a mess, but apart from that, it's good. Right, we're kind of going the wrong way, but that's okay for the minute, lads. You know, Jesus, who was that? Yeah, it's working fine in 24, Muse. You kind of need it, to be honest. It's not great without it, you know what I mean? Oh no, don't crash him. Hang a right. Easy now. We're looking terribly good. Alright. We're moving it. Fuel is okay. Who's that mad devil up there, look? Oh, Gotai, looking good. Heard of F-15s? Jesus. Alright, round to the left. Easy now. Jay Winokur is here. Good to see you, buddy. And a massive, massive congratulations to you, man. Hope you're well. 47 months. Incredible. So any plans for the weekend, lads? What are you all getting up to? In the real world? Or maybe, you know, you can stay indoors and go flight simming. 2 weeks to the day. Lads, Jay Winokur, can I tell everyone, or do we keep a hush-hush? Every console is getting it, Ernie. Yeah, it's great news, man. Right, grand. Lads, an announcement. Our good friend Jay Winokur, would you believe he tied the knot 2 weeks ago? He got himself married. So can we do a big, massive community congratulations to Jay Winokur and the new Mrs. Jay Winokur? Colonel Fork was the best man. I hope he was here. I would have said he was a groomsman rather than best man. That would have wrecked his head. Massive congratulations, Jay Winokur. Fair play, buddy. He was, yeah. But was he the best man? You know, was he the best man? You know. Brilliant. That's pretty cool, man. Delighted for you. Right, where am I going? Oh, lake. You can see a lovely lake. Easy now. Debatable. Highly debatable. For the amount of grief he gives me, I don't mind. He'll give out. Your husband would say condolences. Brilliant. Come here, do you know what I started watching on YouTube? And I'm binge watching it. It's very good. Oh, hang on, don't crash. Hang on, I bring up YouTube here. The channel is called Wild Homestead. Right? Wild Homestead. Check it out. I've been binge watching it. It's phenomenal content. Ah, no, I'm about to turn it off my touchscreen. Uh-oh. We have a technical issue. No connected device is found. Oh, Jesus. Why did that suddenly stop? Don't anyone move for a second. Let's see if that worked. Oh, wait, you know what I did? I pressed a button. Right now. Right, we're alive. It lives. Right. That could have been, you know, dangerous. Mind your marriage, state-approved man, enslavement. Wait, what? Honey, of course, you are right. I'm wrong. Yeah, no. Look at the only words, Jay Winokur, I will pass on to you. Words of wisdom. Yes, dear. That'll get you in and out of every conceivable situation. Yes, dear. That's all I gotta say. That's it. Learn no other vocabulary. Eagle Castle, great having you flying. Or press the button, we'll all be, right? And you were right and I was wrong. Oh no, that's the advanced stuff, Muse, you know. Just yes, dear works. Right now, where are we going? We're about to go into the valley and let's see what happens. You said that already? How's our fuel? 75%? Oh man, look at this. Look at the state of this. No is full sentence with one undisputable meaning. Oopsie daisy. Oh man. Eagle Castle, you take care. Have an awesome weekend. My husband says yes, dear, a lot. He seconds that with a big smug face. We were trained in the same school, Linny. You know, marriage guidance or whatever it's called. Yes, dear. Now everyone, you say it. Yes, dear. No. Yes, dear. Yes, dear. Very good. Please sign. That's the course complete. Brilliant. Right. It's all looking terribly well, except for the big lump from the mountain we might just, you know, hit. Look at this! Jesus, look at that. That is beautiful. Oh, you don't like it? Doesn't like upside down. Easy now. To me, Murphy, Big Welsh Matt said you were flying a plane into the Austrian Valley. Is this true? No. Absolutely not. German Air Force, they flew these from the late 50s, I think. Only allowed last words and argue with women. We buy it then. Man, it's gorgeous. Whoa! F-14, F-18. Look at the state of that! You wish your husband knew? You wish he knew those? Oh, lads, look at the state of this simulator. Isn't it gorgeous? Look at the freaking mountains up here, look. Does anyone know the name of them? And don't say mountains, Murph. They're called mountains. Yeah, but do they have a name? Is there a name for the mountains? Dave. The mountains are called Dave. Are they the Dolomites? I thought they were the Dolomites. Alp 1, Alp 2, Alp 3. And Muse. That's how it's done. I thought they were the Dolomites, no? This is so incredibly nice and fancy, isn't it? Hang on now, mind your ears. We're doing one of these.
Hello there.
LOXA, welcome aboard. Thanks for the follow. They're called Mountain Mounty Face. And look at this. In a world, one man with a plane tries to show off in front of his friends. Easy now. What you see here, this is what's coming to PlayStation. It's mad, isn't it?
Time to pull the big switch, good buddy.
Whoa, massive raid in from Fly with Craig. Welcome in, my good dude. Happy Friday, lads. Welcome to the Dolomites neck of the woods in the iniBuilds T-33. Class looking, isn't it? We're all staying indoors for the weekend. Craig, thank you so very much indeed for the raid. Welcome in, lads. Happy Friday. Hope you had an awesome stream. You are very welcome in. We're bringing out we brought out the jets. The poor old devils haven't been out in weeks. Mr. Mini Mike, good to see you. Jersey Pilot is here. Welcome in. Family First, welcome aboard. Happy Friday, folks. Right, fuel situation. 70% in Jays. Hang on, we'll top this up. Someone keep an eye on me paying there, will you? Tip tanks are refueling. Just curious if you can see this and you're fine with this, or can you do a barrel roll? Yes, we'll do a barrel roll. Uno momento. Just let our fuel fill up. Bit of power. So a barrel roll versus an aileron roll. An aileron roll means we just kind of roll it on our axes. But a barrel roll, a little bit different. So we'll start a barrel roll here. So what's our speed? 350. Right. there's your barrel roll. So the idea is it's going around, you know, it's vertical and lateral. That's your barrel roll, yeah? Oh, we need to do carrier landing soon. So if we wanted to do a snap roll or an aileron roll, it's on our own axes. Fun fact, every airplane is capable of doing a barrel roll. There we go. Dougal down! Oh no! Oh no! Is that Dougal down safely or Dougal crashed? Medic! Now, they're the Dolomites up there, aren't they? I mean, there's no signpost, but I'm pretty sure they're the Dolomites. Does anyone have an old, you know, encyclopedia with them? Man, look at this. This is friggin' gorgeous. Where's the music? No. 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 Where do I hide my music? Jesus. No. No. It's only class that he takes the off it, right? Cheers for your help again earlier, Murph. Kenko, good to see you, buddy. Yeah, man, X-Plane, loads of fun. And that 777 is a behemoth. Like, it's without doubt the best 777 in a flight simulator. Consumer-based, anyway. But hope you're well, buddy. Dude, you were busy today, man. Double streamage. Look at the state of this playground. I need music for this. You know, to add to the dramatic effect. Mind your ears. Seemingly, me sounds get louder when I switch cameras, right? So hang on now. Up. And, one of them. Takes a very good evening to you. Man, you guys have some serious skills. How are you managing to do what you do? Isn't that absolutely ridiculous looking? Absolutely nuts looking this is. Right. Can we fly into that little gapine over there now? You know. Easy now. Jesus, what's your speed? Easy now. Yeah, it's pretty cool. The model matching is actually doing fairly alright tonight, for me anyway. Easy now. Easy, easy, easy. Ha-ha! Yes! Who else is doing it? Brilliant. Absolutely friggin' brilliant. That's exactly what you want. News fan, I know. Enzi, welcome aboard. What do you mean I played the shite version? There's no such thing! Jesus! Bridge! There was a massive, enormous bridge. It was very dangerous looking. Jesus, lads. Wamby, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. We're having a bit of crack. If it got quiet there, lads, we were doing something on Twitch. Loads of fun. Enzi, hope you're well, buddy. Very good evening. Hope you're well. Right, we're in the name. Right, we're going this way. It's a machine, isn't it? It's a machine. This is from iniBuilds, lads. It's incredible. Eagle Castle, have a good one. You take fierce care now. You know. We'll keep background tunage. How's that, lads? No. Yes. That's Lou. Right. There's a big red and white barrier at the end of the runway. Uh-oh. We like a challenge. Oh, jeez. We like a challenge. Incoming mountains. Man, look at the challenge you get with friggin' live weather. This isn't even live weather. What's going on? We're heading to Lake Garda. They're taking the hobbits to Garda. Grand. Easy now. Man alive, the views, look. Are we having fun? Easy now. Easy now. Taking the hobbits to Isengard, right? We're going down to the Lake Garda, yes, yes. Man, what a playground to go flying in. Isn't this stunning? Dougal's back airborne. Mind yourself.
Hello there.
Hello there. MSA, welcome in. Thank you for the follow, buddy. Right, I'm going the wrong way. Oh, Jesus. We're going the wrong way. Hang a right here, lads. Oopsie daisy. How's our fuel? 70%. So far, so good. This is very pretty. This is very pretty. Another glider airfield below us. Patrick, you take fierce handy, my dude. Take a fierce handy. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you soon. Jesus, look at the mountains over here on the right. This is ridiculous, isn't it? Over to the Valley-O. This is what Garmin is showing us. It's like, you what? It's safe for the moment, and then it becomes not very safe with all the obstacles right in front of us. Nothing to fear, lads. No, nothing to fear at all, lads. It's all grand. Jesus. It's a lot of red. Lot of red.
It's a big 10-4, good buddy.
Doug, thank you very much indeed. 6 months, man. Thank you very, very much. Miller, welcome in, Miller. Happy Friday, man. All right, easy now. I don't even know where we're going. Man, look at the detail on the window, look. Jesus. I'd like to say follow me, but we all know what trouble that got us in. Easy now. Oh man, look at the mountains here. This is stunning. This is the iniBuilds T-33. It's also known as the Shooting Star or the T-Bird. The aircraft was actually designed back in 1943. Lads, look at this for scenery. If I didn't know any better, I'd say we're in Ireland. Look at the state of it. Beautiful. The Alps, of course, invented by the Irish back in 1972. Paddy came over for the weekend. Mother and shit. Look at the view. Look at the views here. Man alive. Oh, this is incredible. Don't die, Murphy. Easy now. Oh, Jesus. Gandhi. You're all right. Sort it. Easy now. Sort it. Easy. Go fierce handy. Spread taken, isn't it? Yeah, not worth under. There's Dougal. Yep, you doing it. Oh, the detail in Flight Sim 24 though, this is unbelievable. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, look at that. What a part of the world. At that point, it just pulls part of the stick, right? This is a proper run, this is. Left turn. Hope we don't break the stick. I cannot get over the scenery. It's absolutely beautiful, isn't it? It is so incredibly beautiful here tonight. Stunning, lads. Look at the state of it. This song is called The When. The who? When? Right, we're going to overfly Bolzano, hang a left, out over Garden, straight back in again. It's looking terribly pretty. Zappel, good to see it. That's so cool, isn't it? We haven't flown jets in such a long time, man. This has been an awesome run. Norcal Sarah's with us, nice. The T-33, isn't it great? Isn't it gorgeous? And this livery in particular, the German Air Force livery, it's freaking cool looking. QC Frank is here. Thank you very much indeed, Frank. 29 months. Dougal is trying to eat and fly. It's not going well. I wouldn't think so, Dougal. Right, let's see what we can do here. So-called Jerry, good to see you, bud. Airport dead ahead. Look at this. Wait, now, where is the airport? There's the Limbics. Somebody get me a sub. Welski. There we go. Look, a hombre, yeah. Just came back from the job and I'm missing this. Oh no! Alright, hard left. Bolzano's going to appear straight ahead of us now in this moment. There she be. So we're going to pass this, lads. We're going to head down to Lake Garda and then we'll be back. It looks insane. Jeez, look at this whole region, look. Isn't that insane looking? There's Goose. There's mountains. Yep. The roars of the other jets, man. Aviation's good to see it. iniBuilds with us, Locus. Right, it's a quick dash down to Lake Garda. Fuel 60. We've drained our leading edge tanks. You forgotten how good the MB339 is, says Dougal? It's really good. Merv, do you used to play flight sim with only one monitor? I asked because my father and I want to build a new sim setup and maybe we build it with a triple monitor. So I use one monitor for my sim because bearing in mind, yes, you can use a triple screen. It's a great experience, but it will have an impact on your FPS because it's rendering so many more times. Single monitor for me was always good. I've never had an issue with a single monitor. So it's entirely your own preference, you know? Right, so we're out this neck of the woods, are we? Yes. It's a quick dash. This has been so much fun, though. It really has. And like, this is probably the longest time I've spent in this in the aircraft in one sitting. It's friggin' brilliant. Yeah, especially if you're throwing a Toby eye or some sort of head tracking. Yeah, absolutely shuts. Could you imagine living here? I mean, look at the scenery they have. Surrounded by noose of mountains. And then you keep going and you end up in the Italian lakes. You nearly hit a tree about 20 miles back. It'll do it. Best problems, yeah. Curve monitor, good idea. Dougal's using a curve monitor tonight. Dougal, how's that going for you? This is awesome. Look at this. That's fantastic. Are you happy with it, Dougal, yeah? What's the refresh rate? Keep getting Dougal to talk, lads. He's trying to fly, eat and talk at the same time. Oh, this is insanely pretty. Change the date and the weather to mid-January and we see what the area looks like. Oh wow, Jerry, really, yeah? Pure snow on the ground, man. Transformed. It'd be otherworldly. Man, that sound of the jets. So good, isn't it? We got a Dougal on our tail. Don't bin it, Murphy. Don't bin it. There's Dougal. Just follow the valley. Snow, ice, and adventure? Hell yeah. Herman Something says, with all the planes you own and the great organisational skills, do you have a group filled of planes you have little interest in? There's no way you can fly everything that I own. So, I tend to, like, whenever you see me streaming, they're the ones I like. Because it's the old story, right? You got to enjoy what you're doing, right? In saying that, there's a lot of aircraft that are very good. I just haven't gotten around to them yet. If I genuinely don't like an aircraft, I don't install it. It'll be used for like the news or whatever, or if I need it for model matching because I know someone else is flying it. But other than that, no. Like, to be honest, I don't use a lot of the default aircraft. I think that's kind of a waste of resources, I think. You know, I know a Sobo can put together great planes, but like, focus on the sim. Let the third parties build the aircraft. And we're seeing more of that, obviously. I mean, even yesterday's aircraft, the YS, that's an iniBuilds aircraft. So, yeah, I think I don't fly a lot of the default ones. In 2024, I fly more of them because they're better-ish. But like my go-to have always been A2A, Black Square, Just Flight, iniBuilds, FS Reborn, Flight Effects, Hangar Studios. I mean, they're my go-to aircraft only because they're so much fun. And I enjoy them, you know what I mean? Jesus, this is only supposed to take 5 minutes. We're nearly there now, lads. Almost, nearly. Sort of. You also fly more now than you did since you went full time. Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. Like my normal week now, Monday, I do my office work on a Monday. That's like planning and keeping up to date on Discord and, you know, chatting with devs and whatnot. And a bit of testing maybe. Monday night we stream. Tuesday we have a double stream. We're always on air, a mix of X-Plane and Microsoft Flight Sim during the day. Then we do a bit of racing or driving on Tuesday night. Wednesday is the day that I'm learning add-ons for the news, right? Or I'm working on stuff. And then Wednesday night we have our stream. Thursday we're back in the sim for a day flight, and then we have our VATSIM flight on a Thursday night. And then Friday daytime, I don't typically do an awful lot on a Friday. I'm working on stuff outside of Flight Sim, so it's stuff for the stream, but it tends to be like my own infrastructure. It could be the website, it could be Discord, it could be servers, it could be the man cave, lighting, cameras, audio, which I need to down do. And then Friday night we have our group flight. Saturday I don't be near the sim at all on a Saturday, and then every other Sunday I try and get on and do a stream. And that kind of schedule that works for me right now. You know, I have thought about doing earlier streams or later streams, but we'll see. I think there's scope when Irish wintertime starts and the streams go back to 2000 Zulu. I might.
Yeah. We're going the wrong way.
We're not going the wrong way. We're going to the lake. The lake is beside us, but I want to wait to see what I'm doing. We'll get over this hill and then hang a right. It's all part of the plan, lads. Smoke and mirrors, you know what I mean? But, yeah, I might, we might bring the streams to, we might keep my 1700 Zulu. I'll see. Because I don't want to be on too late for the guys, you know? Practically Geek, you flying? Hope you're well, buddy. Now look at the state of this view on which you are about to behold. Look at the state of Lake Garda, look. Jesus then. Isn't that absolutely stunning? Absolutely stunning. Don't crash whatever you do. We're going to head back up to Bolzano. That's our final stop of the night. Man, this is just friggin' awesome. Absolutely nuts. Jesus. Welcome to the weekend, lads. Lusty, welcome
Hello there.
aboard. That's how you break it. Absolutely brilliant, isn't it? The last piece was the best part in flight, Merv. Thank you very much indeed. It was gorgeous. SoCal, Merv, any new hardware controls? Looking forward to the Moza gear. Moza are cooking up a storm right now. So it'd be interesting to see what they do. We're on the way back, lads. Bolzano, final stop of the night. Lima, India, Papa Bravo. Man, what a flight. What a flight. What a machine. Absolutely deadly. Gorgeous. Right, Muse. You'll be happy now. Wasn't it only very nice and pretty? Jesus. We're still alive anyway, I hope. Discord is after shutting down. That's not a good sign. Jesus. Hang on. What's happening? Are we still live? We are. I think we are. That's a good sign. Yeah, we're almost out of fuel. Easy now. We're going to take this one in for landing, friends. What a way to end the night. That was a fantastic flight. Jesus. Right. Let's have a look here. Runway off to our left. Yes. Man alive, that was a flight though, wasn't it? So we're okay power, we're okay fuel, got 60% left in the tanks. So easing off some of this speed now. Easy now. Are we still live, lads? We are. Jesus, could you imagine now all the work I've done to make sure I've redundancy built into everything and it wouldn't work? It is working. We're grand. Cover some stuff tonight. We have. There was definitely air miles covered on this route. Alright, power coming back. Easy now. Easy. Easy. This is a great plane, isn't it? Man, iniBuilds did a great job on this. Easy now. Alright, watch your speed coming in. Use the air brake a little bit. Lou. We have the runway. Nice and easy now. Dougal, thanks very much. Brilliant. I over-revved it. Balls, squeezy, will you? Easy now. Rich Killen, good to see you. We're live on YouTube as well. Nice, nice. Alright. Landing gear coming down. Beautiful. Bit of trim. Your landings have gotten too good, Test Pilot. That's the problem. When we all started out, sure, we all smashed into the ground. Now, sure, it's like watching a ballet nearly. And more flaps. Easy. Cheers, Michael. Appreciate that, buddy. Into the shade. Last notch of flaps. Watch the speed. Easy. Touchdown. All right. Speed brakes in. Flaps coming up. Well, now, wasn't that only loads of fun? Loads of fun. Hey, Zybok is here. Good to see you. Hope all is well. Let's get the sun back so we can see. That was so much fun, wasn't it? That was the last time we did jets like this. Was awesome. Oh, Jesus. There's Flight Sim Max. There's Muse. There's Practically Geek in the Hawk. Great choice, buddy. Who are they? There's Christopher, F-18. Such an incredible lineup of aircraft. There's been some absolute bangers out there. Look at that. T-33s, L-139s or 39s, F-15, F-18. Mr. Dan is just flying himself. A TBM, we got a Jag back there. Another F-18. Absolutely incredible stuff. F-35, Hawk, F-14, F-35, F-22 up there. B-2, Whack-A-Mo in the B-2. Dougal in the 339. Gotta learn for December 8, yes. There's Mrs. TPHI. All the Hawks, look. Awesome. That's awesome. Got a Vulcan there as well. Adam took the old CRJ, I'd say. Absolutely deadly, lads. Deadly. What a flight. What a flight. Can't wait for the PS5, right? Absolutely Jesus, where's my camera? This is going to be hilarious. Don't put me up in the air. We're alive. The frame gen is shagged, but we're alive. Did you give it a second? Hang on now. Bear with me. It's gone on the wrong screen. Oh, Jesus, how do I fix that now? I know! Did you? Don't panic. I'll do the panicking. Right? I'll do the panicking. Why is it doing that now? Right.
Oh, Jesus.
It's over the other screen. It won't come back. How do I do that? Right now? Science! Murphy, you're a genius! Yes! I've always said I'm a genius. You know what I mean? That Murphy fella, he's a genius. You know? Is it just me that hears
Dreamy,
that?
sleepy, nighty, snoozy snooze.
It's all totally fine and grand. I fixed it, lads. It's been brilliant. This has been Bring Out the Jets. Thank you all so very, very much indeed for tuning in, lads. Right? That was so much fun. We're going to be back to... we're going to be back to you on Sunday when we're flying this mission.
Can I get a refund?
No, you can't get a refund. Shag off. Look, we're flying this on Sunday. Ooh, Operation Market Garden, a commemorative flight. Kickoff is at 1500 Zulu. That's 4 p.m. Irish or UK time. 5 o'clock European time, I imagine. But anyway, that's what we're doing this coming Sunday. So I'd very much love to see you all there. And, well, what else? From all of what happened tonight, I mean, the route that we did, it was just incredible, man. That flight plan, it's available still over in our Discord if you want to grab it from there. That was the route. Just some breathtaking scenery. Breathtaking scenery. Absolutely brilliant. And the sim behaved. It was just incredible. Absolutely incredible. So, is there scenery to download for Sunday's flight? Stu, I just grabbed Jepson's one. You shouldn't need much else after that, you know? Can't wait to participate. Michael Curtis, dude, it's going to be awesome. Roll on December. God, I slept in and missed the first half of Super Monkey. No worries at all. Guys, that was so much fun. Thank you so much indeed for flying along and for... is that on your website? It is, Stu. Yeah, it is. For all the support tonight on Twitch and on YouTube, it's been absolutely nuts. And I thank you all so very, very much indeed. We're back to you on Sunday. And until then, we'll be over on our Discord if you want to ramble over and say hello. For everyone who tuned in tonight on our vertical stream, thank you very much indeed. That was a busy night. And on YouTube here as well. And of course on Twitch. Twitch is home. And yeah, thank you all so very much indeed. We're back on Sunday. And then next week I shall be busy as well. See you Sunday, MDA. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you, man. Right, that's the story now. Stand by on Twitch. We'll go over and give a raid to someone and say hello. And Yeah. Larry is here as well. Good man yourself. We'll see you on Sunday. So until then, thanks for flying. See you soon.